Hi, everybody, and welcome. We are so thrilled and excited that you are spending your Wednesday evening with us as we do a mutual aid stream of Dungeons and Dragons for our good friend Nicole. We are doing this stream, like I mentioned, to help Nicole with her transition surgery costs. And if anyone knows anything about the American healthcare systems, that shit is expensive. So we really appreciate y'all being here, and we really appreciate you donating what you can to help the cause. With that being said, Nicole, I want to open up the floor to see if you have anything that you'd like to add into that.
Yeah, just want to say thank you so much. We've already had a bunch of people who have donated to help us meet, pre-stream goals. So thank you so much, and just thanks for being here. Like this means so much that people are willing to help, and this has been such a daunting and seemingly insurmountable weight to try and get all of these pre-surgery tasks done. And this is a huge relief to be able to have some of this and hopefully get that breathing room to make sure that those actually happen when they're supposed to. So yeah, just thank you so much. You can find out more information on exactly what all this is going toward on my Ko-fi or coffee, however you say it. And thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. And my friends, while you are on the Kofi coffee, whatever the heck it's called, that is now pinned into the. But let me actually put that in the YouTube chat as well. It is now in the YouTube chat as well as in the Twitch chat. And while you're there, you can give us some really cool buffs. Jesse has said that we're going to need these. I am frightened of a TPK. So please, oh my god, so frightened. You can hear the music that we're listening to right now. When you're on the Ko-fi, if you donate $10, you can gift a reroll to any player on screen. Usually I would say that the DM is also a player, but in this case, no. Jesse's shaking his head. He's on board. Hell yeah. All right. Just to the players. If you donate $25 or more, you can tell us who a Nat 20 is going to go to. For a $35 donation or more, this is where things get interesting. You can make anyone roll on the Wild Magic Surge table, and I'm going to include Jesse in this one because he's going to be throwing a lot of chaos to us, so y'all can throw a little bit of chaos to him as well. For a $50 donation or more, you can name the next NPC that Jesse is going to have in our adventure. Let's make it semi-appropriate. Pee Pee Poo Poo is fine. Slur McSlur, not fine. We're all adults here. Use your best judgment. And for $75 or more, you can gift a boon or a bane to the party. You let us know in the Ko-fi if you want it to be a boon or a bane, and then Jesse makes it happen narratively. With that being said, friends, I want to give a shout out to Bogus Cheesecake, who is matching the first $100 that we raised this evening. Now that the stream is live, they are an Alaskan-based TTRPG company making some really amazing content. Check them out if you can. And I think I've gone over everything that I have to say. Friends, my name is Jess. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. I am playing Princess Shetland, who is a centaur, a miniature pony centaur, hence the Princess Shetland, and they use they, she pronouns and are a bard druid class. With that being said, I'm going to popcorn it over to Noir.
Sorry, just had to find the mute button. Hi, everybody. I'm Noir. I go by Hive. And today I'm playing Hakastima, who also goes by Hive, who is a forest gnome, Eldritch Knight. He's just a little guy with a big axe. Oh, now I'm gonna popcorn it. I'm gonna popcorn it over to you, Zach.
Hello, my name is Zach. My pronouns are they, she. Today I am playing Spark Twice, the self-made creature, very literally, a warforged, among other things, who is fun-sized as well. And I will be popcorning it to Dare.
Hi, I'm Dare, pronouns she, they, fae. I am your resident trans femme problem, and then today I am playing Periwinkle. She is she, they as well. She is a fairy who is absolutely not a charlatan and has no relation to the character Lavender. Definitely not an alternate personality. Periwinkle, completely normal, super good. And I'm going to popcorn it over. Is that everyone got? I'll popcorn it to Jess.
To Nicole.
Oh, Nicole. Oh my God, today's been a day. I'm so sorry.
No, you're all good. Hi, my name's Nicole. I am playing Olivia, who's a small owlin. Pronouns she, her, and just a great joy to be around and lover of nature.
Over to you, Jesse.
Excellent, excellent. Hello, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining us. We're going to have a great time. We are going to celebrate our dear treasured friend Nicole. We are going to kill all of these players. They're all not going to make it out of this, except for Jess, who I have promised to torture with Survivor's Guilt.
Thank you.
Yeah, got you, buddy. That's going to be way worse for you.
Survivor's Guilt is better than being dead, I think. I don't know. I still haven't lost an NPC, or not an NPC. I still haven't lost a PC, and I don't want it to be tonight. Mm-mm.
Well, we'll see which one is worse at the end of the night. I'm kidding. It's going to be fine. They're all going to live. I'm going to take it away. I'm going to get started on the narrative. Are you guys ready to play some D&D?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right. Our setting is fantasy, steampunk, somewhere in between. I like to call it fairy punk. It's like a fairy tale with clockwork and cannons. To each and every one of you, welcome to the grand city of Emberspire, the crown jewel of the Glorian Empire. Towering structures of intricately carved marble and glowing orange and yellow and red stained glass jut into the skyline like mountainous glowing torches, warmly illuminating the darkness of the night. These arcane towers of Emberspire stand a testament to the people here who labored through innovation and arcana and sheer determination to create a safe haven in an otherwise hostile and dangerous land. You see, these miraculous arcane towers, for which the city derives its name, ward off all but the very most powerful of monsters native to this region. The people of Emberspire, consequently, enjoy a relatively safe and comfortable life, hustling and bustling on the cobblestone streets, surrounded by the tall industrial buildings and communal housing. It's a nice place. It's a comfortable living. It's cheerful and merry. It's easy, though, to grow complacent in a place like this. And today, something in the city of Emberspire went wrong. Each of you, prominent in your own regard, whether it be in social status or in academia or perhaps in the underworld, received a summons to the Flaming Troll Inn. While the small parchment was anonymous, it did bear the royal seal, and with that carries a great weight. For the Glorian Throne is certainly responsible for this little letter you received. I would like anybody that wishes to make a history check real quick.
Ooh, I'll try that. Okay, that is a nat 27.
That is what I am talking about. So as Hawkus kind of opens up this very officious-looking scroll, it's beautifully calligraphied. There's a little bit of gold leaf elements on the sides. It's created with great care. However, it is anonymous, and it beckons you to the Flaming Troll Inn. And with that prodigious history check, you know that the Flaming Troll Inn is a dump. It is a place of the illest repute, and not in a fun way. It is a gathering point for ne'er-do-wells, mercenaries, people that are looking to hide, people that are looking to get away with something. How does Hawkus feel about that?
You're muted, my friend.
Whoops. Hawkins is an archaeologist and kind of just studies old cultures and societies and new ones, so he knows that you're not always gonna find the answer in the most direct area. Sometimes you gotta go to some of the seedier places, and so like he kind of just expected this, and he's somebody that is excited to find knowledge wherever it is and whatever guise it's under. So this is just another form of communal learning.
And as the rather large scroll rolls back up in your small gnomish hands, what do we see when we gaze upon you?
So Hawkins is wearing uh it like a lot of cargo. Like it's a mix of Indiana Jones and Laura Croft. It's just pockets everywhere. Like a safari top, bottle like Coke bottle glasses, and just the most ridiculous great axe on his back. It just almost takes up all of his back. So it's just very nerd in the front, and oh my god, this is a big weapon on the back. Uh, he's got uh, he's got braids just kind of falling down on his face. He wears like a nice deep dark purple lipstick to go along with his just dark and smooth skin, and he's got just a little soul patch and a sharp curly mustache.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Nor. Um, as each and every one of you emerges from the darkness of the evening towards the Flaming Troll Inn. Are any of you familiar with the underworld or the less socially acceptable lanes of society?
Now, let's say hypothetically somebody was. Who could say?
Who could say? Okay, okay. Um, you see a building that has seen better years. The stucco and plastered walls have been repaired multiple times, shoddily, not with always the same materials. Um, and as you begin to approach, you hear the music playing from within, loud banging and rebel rousing and raucous screaming and jeering, and you can definitely hear people punching each other. And as you walk towards the door communally, you see exploding through the swinging bronze double doors a dwarven man, nearly naked, two black eyes, just tumbling head over tea kettle as he lands at your feet. Nicole, and he looks up at you. Says, Birdie. And what does this naked dwarven man, as his beard kind of flops over the top of his head, caked there with some sort of liquid, see when he looks up at you, peering through his beard?
Olivia looks down through piercing blue eyes, full feathered plumage, nice warm browns, and with a white belly and very kind of snowy owl-like in that coloring with the speckles underneath. Just kind of staring down from a height of about 3 feet, so not too much off the ground from this fine dwarf that's just laying down there. Just kind of quizzically looking like, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I've never been better. Thank you for asking there, sweet birdie. I'm, I'm in the middle of winning a fight. I'm just, I'm just trying to get their hopes up in case of my inevitable victory. And he just painfully kind of gets back up and limps back inside, one ass cheek literally just out. This is a heck of a fight. And he pushes the doors open. He's like, "All right, you buggers, let's go again." And he just dives back in, just dropping the people's elbow as he leaps into the air, and the doors swing closed behind him. Nor and Nicole, what sounds like two figures approach. And as you look through the hazy darkness, you realize it's not two figures. You hear two sets of footsteps. As Jess, what do we see when we look at your character?
Yeah, absolutely. So you look at a centaur. That is not necessarily as tall as other centaurs that you might have seen. Princess Shetland is of the miniature Shetland pony variety. She has lots of deep browns on her furry. I don't know if you would call it lower torso because it's the torso after the belly button, that starts the horse. Um, she has long, kind of golden brown hair, big deer antlers. It looks like a 10 point, maybe a 12 point if you're bad at math. Who's to tell? She's got deep purple eyes, a nice purple blouse that shows off her stomach, as well as a lyre in one hand and a bow and arrow on her back.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And as you approach the flaming troll, you see two figures standing there, and you see a shadowy, naked figure jumping back into the flaming troll. And Dare and Zach, you have a place to be. You have been summoned to the flaming troll and the notorious flaming troll and the dive bar of all dive bars. Unfortunately, obscuring your path is an army marching in formation, stoic faces. There's a pall over them. These men are purposefully heading out of the city. You stand there next to each other. Do you know each other?
Yes, but not in the best circumstance. I am one to do an investment, and I offered for the measly sum of, let's say, 5 gold, that I was going to turn that into 50 gold. And it's taken a little bit longer than expected. By, let's say, about 3 months. So this is a show of good faith of like, I'll show you I'm good for it. How about we work together, understand that I'm someone who's clearly, a competent person you can trust.
And what does Zach's character see when they look upon you?
Okay, so Perry is known first and foremost for their periwinkle eyes. Shining, I was going to say shining, shimmering, and splendid, and I guess I will. They are noticeably, have little crescent inlets, as she is like a lunar sorcerer, little gift imparted to her from birth. She often speckles with a little bit of light up her body that almost looks like starlight. Her hair currently is big and pink. Her wings reminiscent of dragonflies, and she always looks like she is about to leave a conversation. She always looks like someone who has one foot out the door for any moment. She is prone to almost making sure she's sitting somewhere that she can see the front door, just in case. She's hypervigilant, as she would say.
Perpetually mid-Irish exit. I love it. And Perry stands next to someone that they owe a little bit of money to. Zach,
Yes.
to whom does Perry owe some money?
So Spark Twice is half the size of your average Warforged. I think they are the complete tonal opposite to Periwinkle. They ran into the army and had to sort of back up a little bit, like, oh, people. They have gold accessories. They're kind of glowing in this very imposing area. They kind of look like a big highlighter in the middle of all of this. But they do need gold to add to the literal parts of them. So they have been waiting for this 50 gold for a bit, and they're starting to get a little impatient. But if anything, it just makes them more excited to hang out with Periwinkle some more.
I love that. So as you stand maybe slightly awkwardly, as there is the unspoken dark secret of 50 gold owed in on the street corner. The army eventually makes its way past you. It's a strange sight. You've probably not seen the army marching in formation, at least not outside of a parade. So to see them in the middle of the night marching towards the outskirts of the city is an upsetting prospect. But across the street, which is finally cleared out, you see the Flaming Troll Inn with 3 figures standing outside. What would you like to do, Dare and Zach?
I mean, we should probably just go, right? There, it seems like a pretty safe place. You've been here before.
Well, let's not start saying my name out here too loudly and in public.
Oh.
And she immediately takes flight. It helps people not hear her. And she's like, so, let's go with Perry. Just smooth. If anyone asks you about Lavender and says someone looks like me, that is my twin sister. We get it a lot. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Just don't look anyone in the eye unless you're ready to fight. But
Okay.
it's generally pretty okay.
Okay, Perry. You can call me Spark.
All right. I didn't think you had a secret name, but cool.
I
it's
don't.
fine.
That's my name.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Okay. Good.
Perfect. And I wink, obviously.
Princess Shetland, Olivia, and Hawkus, you see 2 figures approaching. You may or may not recognize them, as you each are prominent members of the society, distinct to your own cultures. Perhaps some of you run the same circles. That's not overly important on this night. What is important is that you're notorious, and not for the same reasons that the Flaming Troll is. Do you go on in?
I think Hawkus is kind of looking around and shrugs shoulders and just goes, well, it'd be rude to disagree with how they do things here. You just see him roll up his sleeves, and stroll in to join the fight with that naked door.
Fantastic. As you peer through these swinging doors, they kind of creakily swing back and forth, and you see that the dwarf is coming out on top. He's engaged in some spirited fisticuffs with a mountainous man of half-orc ancestry, who seems to be trying to hold back a little bit. For better or for worse, he's getting the worst of it, as the dwarf is certainly not. And they kind of tumble and tossle off into the corner. And as you walk in, from behind the bar, you hear, "Ah, Lavender, welcome back! Welcome back, Lavender, over here!" And you see a hand just peeking up behind the bar, and that's all, because you don't see the rest of this person. But there's somebody gesturing, "Over here, Lavender, over here, sweetheart, over here, Lavender, Lavender." And then you see it jumps a little bit, and you see just the very top of a little cinnamon bun hair roll on top of a head, and it's just this little shock of red.
Well, am I already inside as well?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think I am. And I think at hearing Lavender a couple of times, I clearly look around and do the thing of are you referring to me? Because that, and wave my hands that's not me at all. I'm so sorry. But I'll go over and correct this person politely.
I thought you were. It's not. Are you not Lavender? Oh,
No.
I'm sorry.
No, twin sister. We get it all the time. Yeah.
So desperately
I-
rude of me. Oh, I'm
you're
agony, and
fine,
you
you're
see
fine.
you see a halfling woman literally crawl up under the bar and kind of sit crisscross applesauce and just reach her hand out to shake your hand. She seems to be in her latter years, but her hair is kind of clearly dyed, home dye job, and it looks like this cute little cinnamon bun just right on the top of her head, and her little bare feet kind of rest on her knees, and she's like, "Well, what can I get for you and your friends? You said your name wasn't Lavender. What's your name again?"
Periwinkle.
Periwinkle. Not Periwinkle. Periwinkle.
Yes.
I'll call you Perry.
Perfect.
Okay.
Works for me.
You guys aren't our normal clientele, but welcome, all each and we're all this same height. I like that about us.
Well, I don't know if we're all the same height exactly. Some of us are slightly taller than others. But hi, I'm Princess
Hi.
Shetland. You can call me Shet.
Royalty. We have royalty in here, guys. And some guy just kind of like raises his head blearily off the table. He's like, "Hail to the princess."
That's not the kind of hailing that I like. I just want to get that out in the open right now. But thank you so much for the warm welcome.
And it just puts his head back on the table. We've got another person here that's probably not the same kind of person that would normally be here, in the sense that they're not. There's nothing coming out of them at the moment. So that's strange for the flaming troll. And you look over in the corner and you see a statuesque military figure, bronze epaulets, several medals adorning the chest, carrying themselves in a purposeful composure. And they appear to be staring at you from a darkened corner.
Who wants to break bread?
Me?
I don't think it's like that. Shed, you said?
Yeah, I'm Shet.
Yeah, this is Chet.
Okay. I mean, it could be who. I don't want to get in the way of this happening, but maybe just a job. I don't know. Never mind.
I mean, I do like money also. Hi.
As you say hi, the figure steps forward from the shadows. You see a statuesque, chiseled-featured, muscular bugbear in military regalia.
If this was an anime, I would have heart eyes.
He cuts a fine figure. He does. His hair is slicked back. He's got these mutton chops that are kind of the bugbear trademark look, but everything else is kind of cleanly shaven. It's a good-looking guy. He's got these very polished tusks, very rigid in his composure. And he comes forward to address all of you, and he said,
"Oh, good, you're all here. I'm Major Bummer, and I was the one that made sure that you all came here on behalf of the professor."
It is so nice to meet you, Major Bummer. I'm
you.
Princess Shetland. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Do you want me to do it? Actually, I know that that's Perry, not Lavender.
Yes.
Correct.
and he goes around and he shakes your hand. Just because we just did some introduction, so I'm gonna just cut to the chase and say, he does a long, formal, and kind of mopey introduction to each and every one of you. And he's like,
Well, thank you so much for coming. The professor requested your attention specifically.
In regards to what?
Great question, Nicole. Olivia, why is she prominent in her field?
Definitely an expert on kind of weird nature.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little kind of magic touched plants, things like that.
Well, you see, we were gathering people with certain qualifications from certain levels of prominence within their circles.
Understood. Oh, I mean, I know Shet's really good at just about everything, so.
Oh, you stop it! Oh my gosh. But everyone else is also very good at what they do. You have the right team. Thank you so much for having us. What did the professor want from us?
Oh, well, first I need you to sign this.
And he hands you a very long, almost impossibly long scroll with 5 places written at the bottom for signatures. He's like,
This just covers all of our legal bases first.
You'll see Princess Shetland put on some, glasses and say, if I want to sign this if I don't have the time to read it all. So, do you wanna help me out here?
Okay, I'll give you the shortened version. In case something horrible happens to your mortal form, we will endeavor our best to either resurrect you or notify your family and next of kin.
I've got a little bit of a weird request.
Yes.
Can I use investigate to see if I can find a loophole in this thing?
Absolutely, roll them. Love that.
That is a 14.
14. If you had more time, you're pretty certain that there's something in there.
Yeah.
Like there is some conflicting language with a 14. Hard to put your finger on it, but you're pretty sure you could get away with some stuff with a crack legal team.
Once they started getting into the Roman numerals and the addendums, I just lost track.
Well, I must insist that you each and every one sign this before I show you what comes next. And you realize that there's also a non-disclosure clause in there with a 14.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna go ahead and sign it.
Very
I'm too
good.
curious at this point.
I'll sign it. Periwinkle's obviously, clearly not my legal name, so it's fine. This doesn't affect me.
He doesn't seem to notice.
Yeah.
Perfect. That means I'm good at what I do.
A little pen nub pops out of Sparks' hand, and they sign it.
Nice.
Yeah. Olivia pulls a quill out from her plumage and just. All right. So.
Thank you very much.
Also signed.
Finally, thank you, Princess Shetland. Right this way. And he walks to the back of the bar as if this is his establishment. Very strange. And you see this enormous keg, probably 10 feet across. And where the tap is, he grabs the tap and he twists it. And the keg swings open. He's like, I'll lead the way. And he strikes up a torch. And he walks down a long spiral staircase, beckoning you along.
Ooh.
Well,
I'll
this-
follow along.
this...
Oh, sorry.
No. Spark was just gonna say this seems like maybe more than an academic affair.
I certainly hope so. I mean, to have the academic portion of it is wonderful, but if there might be a bit of scruffing around, fisticuffs, the old pugilist arts, then I might find myself inclined to enjoy such a thing.
That's usually where I tend to find myself. I'm not necessarily one for all of the book lessons, but I can figure things out.
I've been in a scrape or two, but I'm really good at not getting hit and doing what I need to do from afar.
Oh. Well, I suppose now would be a great time to review the tactics and skills that we all have. Whereas you are wonderful at not getting hit, I do get hit, and then I see red, and then I come to, and then things are fine. And sometimes my weapon lights on fire. Sometimes I don't know why. Oh, what about the rest of you?
Sorry, Spark gets so excited when you say your weapon lights on fire. That is the coolest thing. That happens to me sometimes, but it's my whole body. It's really so. If we can feed off each other. It could be really cool.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I do have to warn you, my fire, for whatever reason, only seems to be green. I don't know if that's. I think I might have some things to work out. I want regular looking fire, but it only ever is green.
That's
Sounds
okay.
like some kind of fey magic almost.
Well, I mean, maybe on my mother's side, there might be some fae.
My
Never really thought
mother's
about it.
mother's mother was also a fae. Maybe we're related. And
Oh,
this guy's
that
like
was wonderful.
7'3". And as you walk around just at barely above his knee level, perhaps, you get to the bottom of the long winding staircase, and it opens up to a vast, wide, expansive workshop. Huge machines thrum and hum away, pounding pistons jump up and down, powering some sort of unknown mechanism in the background. Huge beakers full of unknown substances, chemicals, and vials, plumes of chemical smoke explode into the air at chaotic intervals. You see a few people kind of standing around, but it's for the most part relatively sparse. It looks like a space that's intended for something much, much, much larger. However, you see Major Bummer, and ahead you see a very studious looking, very officious looking person of elven descent. Um, there's no distinctive gender markers. They're clearly in the they category. And then you see a goblin gentleman in just the filthiest overalls, mopping up what appears to be blood in a distant corner. Here you are. I fulfilled my duties. Good luck. You'll need it.
That was
Why?
Oh, no particular reason.
Okay, Bummer. You keep your secrets this time, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Toodaloo.
Good luck. And the very scholarly looking elven person is kind of tapping a stylus to their temple and jotting notes down and looking around worriedly and checking gauges as steam kind of explodes from a pipe here and there, and they'll grab a like a spanner and tighten something down. And there's the goblin off in the corner just kind of like mopping up blood purposefully.
I'll walk over to the gobbo. Just well, it looks as though there was quite the slap fight here. Can you tell me what it is exactly that you're cleaning up after? Was there a spat for the ages? Can you tell me the story?
Oh, good, you're here. You're here. Nice to meet you. I'm Grand Mechanist Ratchet Beetlebutt, and this was your predecessor. So, thank you for coming on such short notice. I'm not sure that we properly warned you, but it's dire times here in the city of Emberspire, and we need somebody that fits your exact measurements.
So you mean my predecessor was? He just points to a smear.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's not all of him. He used to be a lot taller than that.
Oh, wonderful.
In fact, he was too tall. That was the issue. Our calculations was off.
One must be able to modulate their height when it is necessary, I suppose.
I suppose so. I don't really know. I can't modulate my height. Can you modulate your height?
At times, but usually only when I'm very upset. All right. Well, I'm just going to take a moment to talk to my companions.
Sure.
Companions. This was our predecessor, and I point to the smear again with a very worried look on my face.
So, I'm actually I want to go back because you said I got Beetlebutt.
Yeah, Grand Mechanist Ratchet Beetlebutt. At your service.
So if we were to, put things on a scale, I don't know, 1 to 20, I would say that my intelligence is at, an 8. And
Sure.
You'll see Princess Shetland just... So I'm not gonna... Can I call you just Beetlebutt? Could I call you Beetle, Butt, BB?
I like Beetle. You could call me... Oh, BB. That's well, no, there's only one B in my name. How about Beetle's great. You can call me Beetle.
Do you... would you also rank yourself at an 8 out of 20? Because because there are 2 Bs. There are 2 Bs in Beetlebutt.
Oh, Beetlebutt. I was talking about Ratchet Beetlebutt. I am apologizing to you right now because I was using the initials of the first word, the first letters of the first words in my name. But no, yeah, great, Beetlebutt, BB, great, go with it, sure. thanks for all coming. I'm really glad you're all here. For reals, there's a problem heading our way, as you might have guessed by the armies and the general pall over the city. I don't know if you noticed that coming in, but it's somber.
Yeah, it's not very
A
festive,
little.
except for a naked dwarf we ran into not too long ago. He
Seems to be
seemed
having a
rather
great day. Yeah.
rather exuberant for
Living
sure.
his best life.
Just letting it all hang out there.
I regret not seeing that, but I've been busy down here in the lab.
You would not be able to unsee it, I can assure you.
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. All right.
Oh, just one cheek out. It's really your flavor.
Oh, you're a Warforged. That's fantastic. Oh, what?
And as Grand Mechanist Ratchet Beetlebot looks over at Spark Twice, what is Spark Twice prominent for in this culture?
Ooh, I think it is the fact that they are literally self-made. They are like
Nice.
the person. If there is anything Warforged, they are the connect for things being awakened, or animated, or brought to life. They are very much. I almost said pro-life. I'm so sorry. They are in support of life.
Sure.
Well, I don't want to deal with your right-wing friend over here.
I don't have wings.
So, you're probably wondering why I summoned you. Well, you're all prominent in your fields. You all seem like very capable, knowledgeable, sometimes scholarly, sometimes physically adept exploits, right? And as my assistant over here, and you see the very sophisticated-looking elven scholar rush over when he says assistant, and kind of wait patiently with a clipboard. Can attest. We find ourselves in a bit of a pickle. You see, our test pilots, the problem is I built the thing for me, right, to my specifications, right? And you realize he is just about your all. He's maybe just a hair shorter than the rest of you. So I've got to I gotta need a whole new batch of test pilots, but it's heading towards the city, and I think we need your help because otherwise it's just gonna lay waste to the army, and I don't want that to happen. Those are some good kids.
Did you say this assistant's name yet?
Oh no, sorry, I didn't introduce my my
I-
assistant.
I think. Perfect. I would love to hear
What would
it.
that be?
You look like a DJ Toots to me.
This is my. Oh, sorry, I was gonna call it something else, but they. What was your name again? They're new here, and they kind of lower their glasses. Like, well, yes, I am DJ Toots. Hello. Yes, Assistant DJ Toots at your service. Sorry, pardon me. My gastric processes are a bit unnerved. You see, the immense danger we find ourselves in as a city upsets the humors within. Is there anything else I can do for you, Grand Mechanist?
I think immediately, Perry raises her hand. Is like, were you called Toots before the stomach issues, or was that given after the fact? I'm just curious.
It's a family name. There's a certain quality runs in my family, you see, and that's an appreciation for dairy food.
Oh.
It was the DJ part that I was focused on, but I'm glad someone asked.
You can also catch me on the weekends on the ones and twos.
Ah.
That's what I was hoping for. I mean, waste not, want not, right?
Yeah, scratching the record tends to de-emphasize certain gastronomic processes.
We'll have to keep in mind that the troll has a dance night.
It most certainly does. It's and also the spells in the flaming troll. They can mask other things that are less polite to mention in such new company. Well, it is so lovely to meet all of you. Truly, truly, truly. Is that Princess Shetland? I am such a fan. I'm such a fan.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I've heard you tooting on the
The ones in toots.
the ones in oh my god, the ones in toots. Yes, I loved that track. Actually, it'd be so cool if we could collab and she'll bring out the lyre and
Let's do a sesh. Let's do a writing sesh. I'll bring the cheese.
What if we didn't bring cheese actually?
Oh, all right. We'll call it milkshakes. We're just getting to know each other. I understand.
Just no lactate.
No, of course not. Never. No. Well, I hate to gush. I am just a real fan of your work with the lyre. But there is a matter of great importance. And the Grand Mechanist is just kind of like looking up at them, kind of tapping his foot. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done, Toots? Huh? Is this enough? You're embarrassing me in front of my new friends here.
Okay, you just need to hold your, and then you see that they're about to say horses, and then they cross their arms. You just need to hold it.
I'm gonna hold it. I'll cross my legs. I do have to go. It's you've got like a precognition sort of thing happening here. It's impressive.
Do you want to take a minute? Self-care is very important.
So, I've got the mop and I got the bucket. Don't worry. There's lots of substances to go around. I need your help. As you can tell, the army is heading out of the city, and we've got a problem. We've got several problems. We've got several problems. We got a big problem and we got a little problem. We got to deal with the little problem first.
Hey.
So, little problem. I am the Grand Mechanist of Imbaspire City, and I have created what I consider the ultimate city defense weapon. Problem, it's been easy going around here, right? Like the spires, they keep us all safe. Well, now we got a real threat heading our way, and where is my ultimate defense weapon? Well, there's a problem in the chutes that deploy it. So, I made them really hard to find. They get overlooked. They fell into disrepair, so you couldn't snoop around and find them. I hit them real good, so they're snooper-proof, and they're for deploying troops. So they're snooper-proof trooper chutes, you see. And the problem is, one of my experiments got loose. Early work, not my best, and it's hiding away in the snooper-proof trooper chutes, and it's some sort of goop. It's like a really dangerous uber goop. I've got uber goop in my snooper-proof trooper chute, and I'm gonna need you, if you don't mind, to make the uber goop in my snooper-proof trooper chute go poof. Can you do that for me?
That sounds super duper.
It does sound super duper, and I know it's right up your alley. Problem, not much of a fighter. You don't want to put DJ Toots in a snooper-proof trooper chute. It's airtight. You don't want that. It's gonna be like a cannon. We've got two deployment chutes, and we can't deploy the weapon unless we clear out the uber goop out of the snooper-proof trooper chutes. So if you could form two parties and help me clear out the uber goop from my, I don't think you're following me. What's your name there with the feathers? Olivia.
Yeah.
Could you repeat the mission that I have laid out before you?
Yes. We're going to find Uber Goop to remove it from the trooper chutes for something. And then we'll like save the city, and it's super duper.
Yeah, it's super duper. Yeah, it's this snooper proof snooper shoots. You see, you can't snoop and find them. They're really well hidden.
Okay.
Right. So,
yeah.
But I can show you where the entrance is. Two entrances because we got two of them.
Okay.
So I'll let you talk amongst yourselves now. All right, I'm not one to intrude, but not much of a fighter. The Uber Goop, violent stuff. Real sticky, real problematic.
Is it possible to touch the Uber Goop? Could we scoop it?
Oh, you could definitely get a scoop of the Uber Goop.
Okay, great.
And that was Beetlebutt telling us that.
Yep, that was yep, beat blood.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm
Boy, BB.
going to look to DJ Toots and say, now, I have a proposition for you. I don't know all of the words that just came out and in the order, but I bet that if you studied really hard, you'd be able to memorize them and lay down some really sick lyrics. And then and we make a sick beat. We don't even need to have a jam sesh to get the jam going.
I'm going to make the sickest beat. It's going to be nauseating.
We're going to make the sickest beat. And
Oh, wait,
everyone is going to love it.
They are going to love it. I will compel them to. With
When
science.
when we save the city, this should be the victory anthem, should it not?
Oh my god! Incredible. This is so fun. Scooper pooper shooper duper. Woo!
Well, I do hope you live, because, frankly, I don't like being his assistant very much. There's too much blood involved, and if you could perhaps survive your task, then we can move on to our prodigious recording careers.
A high five. Pew!
And they just like leave it holding. Their hand is clammy. They're nervous to touch you.
Well, I don't think that I can feel it because I picked up my right hoof,
Oh,
not my hands. So I guess I gave you a hoof 5.
yeah,
Maybe
like a
a
low
one.
5. No, 1. Yeah, it's like a one nail situation. But yeah, the biology nerds are like, "Pfft, it's not 5, it's 1. Plebeians.
Is anyone else wondering if there's any other practical uses for Uber Goop?
Oh, I can assure you, there's not a whole lot. It's too aggressive, you know. It moves on its own. It was supposed to be like a self-sealing adhesive, right? But it never quite dries all the way, and it seems to want to absorb or get organic matter.
Now, is the Uber Goop itself snooper-proof?
Oh, it is absolutely snooper-proof. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to smell it. You definitely don't want to step in it.
So what's the street value of this? How much can we flip it for money?
Oh, if you can find somebody to buy it, I mean, that would be wonderful.
I'll see what I can do. We'll see what it does in the
Yeah, you've got this. You're a powerful. You're a very powerful periwinkle, is what you are, and I'm sure that you will survive your encounter with the Uber Goop.
Well, with that in mind, well, Olivia just looks around at everyone.
Shall we scoop?
Yes, I suppose we should scoop.
All right. So you see before you, with a cranking of a massive lever, 2 doorways open. As huge gears turn and pistons squeal and complain, and you see these darkened doorways that look like they've been abandoned for quite some time. Below you, through a grate, you can see massive thrumming machines that, for whatever purpose, they seem to be what the snooper-proof trooper shoots are waiting to deploy.
That looks like something, right? I'm not just seeing things. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's my finest invention. I'm gonna be over here though because I don't want to get any goop on me because I will die, and if I die, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna die. So, good luck. You to really get at the heart of the matter, you have to look up, and you realize like you're in like what look to be missile silos.
with some sort of weird grate at the bottom of them. And below that is some churning, chugging arcane machinery of enormous size.
When you say enormous, do you mean like 8 feet?
Oh, enormous, as in like maybe. So you're in the circular silo at the very bottom, and it's about 100 feet across, and beneath that is something chugging and churning and growling. And if you look up, you see pink webbing and a single ladder.
Good luck. You got
All
this.
right.
Believe in you, team. Oh, before you go, hold on. It's dangerous. What am I thinking? What am I? DJ Toots, what am I thinking? He's like, I don't know. Shut up, DJ Toots. All right. You take this with you. It's an experimental healing potion. It's a little unstable. Don't drop it on each other. If you get height, it'll patch you right up, and with next to no side effects, probably. He hands you each a greater healing potion that is slightly experimental. It's busy, all in one go. It's you can use it with a bonus action. That's fine.
Bonus action. All right. Well, I suppose we should be off then.
I suppose you should be off then. All right, I'm gonna go over here and do these calculations and try not to breathe through my nose.
Away we go.
Okay, so there's a silo on the right and a silo on the left. What are we doing, team?
Team right.
I'll go left.
I'll go right. I think having a flyer on each side feels correct.
That makes sense, yeah.
I suppose I'll go left.
Love it. All right, so just to be sure,
Oh,
we're left, Nicole.
I was gonna say, I think that Spark literally is stuck in the middle and debates splitting themselves in half. I will go. Hawkes, where did you say you're going?
Left.
Then I will go right. You seem strong.
Love it.
You hear Perry silently curse, being like, "Whew, damn it! I was almost good. I was almost in the clear."
Dare, you were right or left? I'm so sorry.
I was right.
Okay. And Jess?
Right.
Right. Okay. So we have Nor and Nicole going left, and everybody else
Yes.
going right. Love it. Okay. It's a ways up, maybe 30, 40 feet. There's a solitary ladder. And you see this, you can hear it and you can smell it, this burbling, writhing, bloop, bloop, and the sound of almost like macaroni. And occasionally, as you look up and you see this web in this darkened, rusty mechanical missile silo, you see like a face or an eye just kind of emerge from the slime and like peer at you and maybe moan a little bit, and then just pull back in. It's fine.
Well, that is something that you see every day, totally normal, nothing to be freaked out about here. And you can see just like fiddling with the hands, very uncomfortable. Everything's totally fine.
We don't have to pretend that this is a normal scenario.
This is messed up. This is.
Good,
Thank you so much, because what is going on? What is this
Yeah.
gloop scoop croop?
This is what happens when you need gold in a hurry.
It made me confused that all the people with weapons and armor are heading one way and we're heading under them. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have enough magic. I qualify as a weapon.
Yes. But I
And
don't
then
know.
use Druidcraft to make like the wind blow slightly.
Okay.
Did you just do that? Because I also, and I'll like lean forward to Perry and say, I also love using Druidcraft to mess with people. Like usually I do like flowers and stuff, or like vines wrapping around a body,
Oh, yeah.
and then
I
oh
also
my
have
god, when did that
prestidigitation.
snake get on you? But like, so fun.
I have like 3 different spells just for bullying people like this.
I love that. Sharing is truly caring.
I'm just imagining y'all talking in Druidic right in front of Spark.
Spark is just like, yeah, man. I loved. Is that a? I think they said a spell. I love that. I love that.
Just eager to be here.
I love Spark's attitude, man. Oh, buddy. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, team. So you see this webbing suspended across this massive cylinder in which you stand, and you know you've been tasked with making it not be there.
How well lit is this like cylinder?
Dim light. You can see some of the moonlight like peering down through the shaft.
Okay. I am going to, I think, cast dancing lights.
Nice.
Sort of around me.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to start flying upward, just to like get a view of the like wall surrounding the cylinder.
Love it. Give me a perception check. With advantage, dancing lights.
Beautiful.
If allowed, Spark will touch Periwinkle for guidance.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, I got a nat 20. I guess.
Nat 20. All right. So with a nat 20, what exactly are you trying to infer?
Kind of just getting a sit rep of the room, making sure
Sure.
there is nothing that we don't see.
Yeah, you're. It's a pretty stark thing. You see brass pipes built into the walls. You are in a long, very tall cylinder. It's about 100 feet across. And you can see about 40 feet up is this burbling, oozing slime. It's like it may be feeding off of things that like fall down in the grates from below or from above, like plant matter and wayward animals and people that the mob has targeted. It's a convenient place to get rid of organic matter, and unfortunately it's large. It reaches from one side of the room to the other, but it's a relatively thin web. But it does seem to be taking on like traits of things that it may have dissolved in the past. It doesn't smell friendly, it doesn't look nice, and you notice that as your magical arcane lights swirl around you, it seems to be responding to the movement and kind of like a big snot drip is kind of like falling towards you slowly, kind of wobbling back and forth under the weight of itself, and you just see like a big smiling face kind of emerge at the very bottom of it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Uber, go. Enjoy.
Oh boy. I think I'm going to, it's beautifully. I have like pretty solid range of mobility for flight, so I'm just gonna like kind of try to fly just slightly out of its like direct path and yell down to the others that there's a slime up here. And if anyone has any good slime tips, I would love to hear them.
I think fire's bad.
Bad. Oh, bad. Okay.
Give me an Arcana check.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy.
You got this.
It's a 2. It's a 3
Oh,
minus
boy.
1. I do not.
You do not have this. Fire might be bad. It might be great. But you said it with confidence, and that's what matters.
There we go. I think, Periwinkle, you know the sound of hollow confidence from Spark. That is that.
Shet will yell up and say, have you tried stomping on it?
I wouldn't recommend touching this. I think I can see like parts of a skeleton up here.
Yeah, maybe don't step on it.
You do notice with a natural 20 on your perception check that it does seem to be like not diverging from itself. This is like one organism. It may be shapeless, but it's not. There's not like drips of it running down the wall. There's not like a puddle of it here and there. It is like one solid thing.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go back down. Is there anything like under you guys, like, that could just like fall right through, or anything?
Yeah, you can all see that, especially with the dancing lights now. You're standing over these massive gates that you can walk on. It's a small enough grate, but you can see right through it, and below you is some massive machinery of some kind, arcane machinery. Yeah, that's what you can see without making any sort of check.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna like. I kind of want to try to burn it now that I'm not confident in my theory.
Love
So
that.
I am going to cast a scorching ray on the nearest piece of uber goop that I can see.
Yeah. So that would probably be the one kind of hanging down. Wait, no, you're in. You're in. You're in the right one. With Dare, yeah. So there's this weird mouth-like appendage forming. That's probably 10 feet off the ground now, as Dare kind of floats around and flits around. And it does seem to be kind of slightly opening, kind of like lazily trying to ingest Dare as they kind of flit and fly around the room.
Okay. And you just
So that is an attack roll, I believe.
yes.
So, and it may be several if I'm thinking of scorching ray properly.
I think it's just the one.
Am I wrong? Okay.
Oh, it is 3 rays of fire for each ray. You're very right. That is.
I'd have gone with it.
So one is an 11, one's an 18, and one's a 24.
You hit twice. Feel free to roll that damage.
Okay. Just hear the sound of the metal clicking as it heats in Spark's arm.
Nice.
Okay. That is total 9 points of damage.
9 whole ass points of damage to the slime on the right. And it kind of hisses, and you hear several voices chime out in simultaneous anger and agony, as it's like a small choir of discordant voices. And it begins to let go. Dexterity saving throw. Dare and Zach, everybody else roll initiative.
Whew.
Oh boy.
Good luck, y'all. Is that our side too, or just their side?
It's both sides.
All right.
Rolled a nat 20 for a total of 23.
That's for initiative?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Be using my giant's die here.
Nice.
Ooh, I forgot I had to make a dexterity save. Oh boy. Okay.
That's a
All right,
great thing to hear after rolling initiative.
Nicole, initiative.
17.
17, great. Dare.
For the save, I got a 12. For the initiative, I got an 8.
Okay, Dare, you take 5 bludgeoning damage as a pseudopod just kind of slams into you carelessly.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, what was the initiative one more time?
8.
8, okay. Love that for, not you.
Folks, don't forget that you can donate right now on the coffee. It's pinned in both chats. We did just get a donation. Thank you so much.
Oh, what'd we get?
You can. That's a great question. I'm gonna have to look at a different screen. I'm so sorry.
You're
you can
fine.
give us $10 re-rolls, $25 nat 20s. You can give a boon or a bane to the party for a donation of $50. You can make us roll on the Wild Magic Surge table for a donation of $35. And you too, for a donation of $75, can name the next NPC DJ Toots or Amelia the Temperamental Toddler, which is our next NPC name.
I love that for me.
Exciting.
Remind me of that one. Okay, Noir, what do we get for initiative, friend?
22.
22. All right. And Zach, what was our dexterity saving throw?
Our deck save was a healthy 6.
Healthy 6, 5 bludgeoning damage as the ass end of a pseudopod just kind of wallops you a little bit.
Okay.
And what was your initiative, Fran?
Initiative was a synthetic 20.
Synthetic 20. I love that.
That is
You're
the
clever.
coolest way I've ever heard someone say dirty 20.
Thank you.
Same.
I
Yep.
love it.
That was hardcore. That was really stinking cool. Okay. You guys mostly rolled better than the bad guys. Top of the initiative order, as you see Jess, the Uber Goop begin to quiver and writhe and burble and groan and start forming these weird whipping tendrils covered in like actual like people hands and feet and eyeballs and tongues start lashing around the room and moving your way downwards from above, like the ceiling above you almost. What do you do, friend?
I'm gonna say, okay, so we were thinking fire, we were thinking stomping probably wasn't going to hurt it. Have we tried just like being mean to it? And Princess Shetland is going to cast Dissonant Whispers, and she's gonna say, "You're nasty. This is gross to look at you. Nobody likes this." And I am going to need it to make a wisdom saving throw. It would be so sexy if it was less than 15. We're looking for a 14 or under.
Wisdom saving throw. All right, let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da. We are looking at a 6.
Incredible. Then it's going to take 13 points of psychic damage.
13 points of psychic damage. Okay. You hear audible confusion rushing through the tissues of this thing. Nicely done. Okay. Up next, we have the one, the only, the powerful Hawkus.
So I'm seeing this goop kind of get hostile.
Mm-hmm. We got angry goop. Zach on.
I'm just gonna pull out my great axe. All right, everybody, now let's not get too rambunctious. This is a warning, and I'm gonna swing. And the first swing goes for that'll be 27 to hit.
27 hits. Real good. These are not hard to hit. They're big. They're slow. They are persistent.
And the first one I deal 16 damage to.
Okay, 16 whole damage. Love it.
And then the second one I swing at 4. As soon as roll 20 wants to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. 27 to hit.
It easily hits. My goodness.
I rolled 18, I think twice.
Nice.
And that is 17 points of damage. For the
17
second
points of damage.
Now everybody cut it out,
Yeah.
or I'm
yeah.
gonna get mad.
I will die for him. Hawkins is he's my little buddy. He's given him every opportunity not to fail in life. This slime here doesn't seem to care. Okay, nicely done. Nicole, you are up. Bad guy on deck, followed by Miss Dare.
All right. And they're upon us, correct?
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I skipped right over Zach. I'm so sorry. Zach,
Ah.
what is wrong with the DM today?
No
this guy.
worries.
This guy. All right, I'm sorry. Nicole on deck.
Then in that case, Spark's face like kind of shuts, like the jaw locks, and the flames erupt behind the metal, and it just you can hear the sound of metal whispering and like whistling, and they cast Bane on the creature. They
Okay.
must make a charisma saving throw, DC 12.
Good luck, big hideous slime. Good luck, buddy. All right, DC 12 for at -3 on the charisma modifier. Let's see how he does, team. We are at 10 on the die for 7.
Okay, so they do fail. The Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll, they must roll a d4 and subtract it for all the homies out there. That is my main action. My bonus action is to invoke an otherworldly tentacle to take a swipe at this slime.
Heck yes, tentacle on tentacle prawn.
That is an 11 to hit.
11 just misses.
Oh,
It is
just-
easy to hit unless you're another tentacle.
Just sounds like two wet sponges smacking each other.
Oh man, yeah, it's
It's bad. It's a bad moment.
everything I can say is just a little bit over the edge of that PG-13 that we had previously agreed upon.
We're all in the same place. It's okay.
Yep. Okay. Great. Love that for us. Good job, team. We are good at D&D.
That is my turn, Olivia, please.
Olivia, make it happen, Captain.
All right. And to confirm, they're upon us, right?
Yeah. The one over Jess and Zach and I don't know why I did this to myself, and Dare is like drooping down along the sides. It's still kind of above you as well. The one on the other side is just on the ground, just slapping around. Blah.
All right. Yeah, as owls do, Olivia will kind of like throw out her wings and start hissing and clicking her beak as she grabs out her rapier, and we'll just start stabbing at this little guy. On guard. First one is a 22 to hit,
Oh yes, ma'am.
and then a 9 to hit.
9, not quite, but close.
Yeah.
You're spoiled for targets, and with your second swing, you got a little arrogant. So yeah, what's the damage on that first hit, friend?
First hit is going to be 10 piercing, and then I'm going to be using my dreadful strike for 2 points of psychic damage if it takes it.
It takes it.
All right.
It seems to take a little extra,
Ooh.
as Jess would probably also know. It seems to be a little vulnerable to psychic damage. Okay. Love it, love it. Okay, up next, bad guys. Bad guys time.
Ow.
Ah, all right. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, Nora, I love you so much I could just eat you up, you know? Yeah,
That
just
seems fair.
yeah.
I'm a wee little guy. I look delicious.
It's going to take a bite attack at you.
Okay.
Let's see
AC
here.
17.
AC 17 for AC Slater. Nope, that's a 12. It's going to take another bite attack at you.
No, cut it out. No, that is the opposite of what I wanted you to learn from what I did.
And a synthetic 20, my dear friend.
Ooh, I said no, and that's gonna be my shield. We casting shields.
Nicely
just
done, my friend.
The reverberation of the word no just knocks him back.
And you see like ripples emerge across the flesh as this thunderous voice emerges from this modestly sized gnome, and it fails on both attacks. Up next, we have the illustrious Dare, followed by another slime on the other side.
Okay. Something tells me that they're not the most dexterous, considering it's taking this slime 17 minutes to fall. So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. So I need
Sacred
it to make a dex save.
Dex save. Let's see here. It is not the most dexterous by any stretch of the word. We're going to roll them, and we got a 16 on the die for 14.
14. Beautiful. All right, just fails.
Okay.
You had me nervous there.
Thank you.
Okay, so I am going to roll 2d8.
Mhm.
You know, you always know what every shape a die looks like until it's time to roll it.
Until you need it, yeah.
You
I
also
don't
know
know my
how
shapes
to do
anymore.
math until you're on stream, and then you're like, wow, I'm too gay for this. I can't do this.
Exactly. All right, so
Help.
that is 9 radiant damage total.
9 radiant damage total. It seems to do 9, exactly what 9 radiant damage looks like, and it did it. Any bonus actions, dear friend?
Yeah, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself. I'm going to use a sorcery point to make that a quicken spell.
Quicken
Uh,
spell.
So I am good on that. I use it as a bonus action. And that is everything
Love
for me
that.
this turn.
Okay. Up next is our other slime on the other side. Um, next to you, though, Dare. Let's see here. You also look super tasty. You just look good. You just look right, you know? Let's see here. Does a 12 hit?
You know what? Funnily enough, if I had not cast Mage Armor, it would have. It misses.
Smart move, capital work. And as another, like, it looks to be just like a large child's face emerges from the wall in this pink bubblegum goop and opens its mouth unnaturally wide, and you hear like a baby crying, "Ah!" And it tries to take another bite attack at you. I'm just gonna traumatize the heck out of you with a narrative. That's fine. Ooh, that's a lot of that 27 to hit.
Well, see, the funny thing is, that does actually hit. It's wild.
Wild enough. 16 points of piercing damage.
16?
16. And I need a dexterity saving throw. Dare.
Oh my gosh.
You can do this.
Somehow I got a 19.
19 is good enough. You manage as the mouths kind of close around you to just back out just in time as they kind of snap shut and begin like chewing, masticating right in front of you. Look it up. Okay, top of the round. We have Jess.
So, my thought process, or should I say Shet's thought process, is this is a disgusting little goop. And you know what might enjoy eating a disgusting little goop? A disgusting little fungal barricade. And so she is going to cast Fungal Barricade. It's a 20-foot radius, and so obviously I don't want my friends to be in this, so can I place it in a way that I will hit 1 or even 2 of these goops without hitting my friends?
I think you could do that. I think that's reasonable. Fungus knows no bounds. Fungus doesn't obey your laws.
Fungus doesn't know what a radius is.
No.
Incredible. Okay, well, I'm going to need a con saving throw from the goops that are hit with this. Again, super sexy if it was 12 or under.
One is not a 12 or under. The other is this is a very constitution heavy creature. You're not gonna love me for this. That is 2 successes.
That's okay. They don't get poisoned or eaten up, I guess, and they still take a sexy half of 11. So either 5 or 6 points
Round
of
it up.
poisoning.
That's
Also-
a 6.
Sorry, I totally have not been managing my Bane.
Oh yeah, your Bane.
Oh yes. Let's subtract the D4. One of those it would have really mattered. Hold on. Let's roll a D4 and
I will be more on that.
That would make it 11.
Baldur's
Nice.
Gate has spoiled us all.
Oh, it truly has.
That would make it so the one that you are engaging with directly fails. Is it now poisoned?
Yes. So let me read it as written. It'll take 11 damage or 11 poison damage and is poisoned.
Okay.
The one that, saved, it gets 6 points of poisoning damage but is not poisoned. I was thinking it'd be kind of cute, like mushrooms are hungry little guys. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we all follow Noma Ann and have read their threads
Love
on
them.
disgusting carnivorous mushrooms, and so, mushrooms like to eat. And
Yeah,
I
they
say let them eat goop.
Let them eat uber goop, indeed. So the one that you are engaging with is poisoned. The other one is just slightly more or less hale and hearty. Excellent. Thank you, Jess. Any bonus actions, or was that a bonus action?
That was my whole turn, but I'd probably be like,
It feels degraded very slightly. Nor, you are up. Zach on deck. I'm not going to forget you this time, Zach. I promise.
All right, guys. I don't want to do this, but you're making me. So here we go, and I'm gonna swing the axe again. Oh, that's not great. That's gonna be a 14 total to hit.
That hits.
Oh, baller. That's gonna be a total of 17 points of damage. I love rolling on a
Good
D12.
lord. Good lord. Okay.
And the second attack is a 14 again.
Yeah, that lands.
And the D6. I've rolled a 3. Hold on, I just want to check with Great Weapon Fighter.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
It's only reroll on a 2 or 3. So in that case, that 3 is. Sorry, I have to math real quick.
You're okay, buddy. You're
That's
doing
9 damage total.
9 damage. That's a ridiculous amount of damage. And I love that for y'all. Don't love that for me. Chat, feel free to donate to make their lives harder, please.
or
Bring it
easier.
on, chat.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah,
Easy.
no,
Also,
they're,
16 damage in one move. Please.
Set the difficulty to Demon Souls.
they are kicking the poop out of my uber goop, and I don't care for it.
No.
Bonus actions, Noir.
No. That'll be it.
Thank you, friend. Zach, I told you I would never forget you again, and I kept my promise.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna do my bonus action first, which is to
Yeah.
summon a wildfire spirit. The same heat that's been building inside of her engines and things just exists
Awesome.
next to them now on the field.
What's it look like?
It is basically the same shape as them, but swole, and rippling flames up into the air, like molecular distortion and everything. They kind of just exist for now. They're chilling because that was the action, was to make them exist.
Yep.
I will also cast. Oh, I'm so sorry. What is it called? Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke. So Hellish Rebuke is typically a reaction. So you can do that if you have taken damage recently.
You're very.
You
right.
can have done that retroactively on your previous turn, which you totally did.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, so that's a save of some kind. Is that dexterity?
It is Dex DC 12.
He's not a good dexy slime mold. DC 12. 14 on the die for 12.
Bane.
Well, also he failed, but yes.
Oh, so yeah, the DC was 12 and they rolled 14.
Yeah, they're just not. They have -2.
Oh, meets. Okay, fine.
But I rolled a 4 on the Bane, so now it's an 8.
Okay.
Bane paying the bills.
Then they pay in 12 hit points.
In 12 hit points. What kind of damage would you say that is? Is that fire?
That is fire.
And your assumptions initially seemed not quite on base, as it does seem to scream and wheeze and bubble and recoil and lets out kind of a little gaseous emission from some sort of orifice that has just appeared on the side of it, which ignites. Nicely done. All right, Zach, you still have your action as that was in the past what we just did.
Oh, wow. Time
Yeah.
is so beautiful that I'm
Yeah.
gonna shoot it with my longbow.
Longbow it.
Oh, that is a 14 to hit.
14 hits. That's all you
Oh.
needed.
Amazing.
You're amazing, and I can
then-
prove it mathematically.
Thank you, game recognized game. That is 6 points of damage.
Nice. My slimes that were supposed to kill you guys are not doing a great job, and I am mad at them. Nicole, you still have an opportunity to make my life challenging before I definitely TPK all of you with 2 giant pink boogers.
Perfect. Well, you know, as I think it was it Nora saying in chat, bring it on.
Yeah.
But you know what time it is. We're going to be rolling to attack twice again with that rapier. Stab, stab. That's another 9. I'm going to actually just use my one of my rolls that has been purchased.
No!
For a nat 20 on the second attack.
Dang it. Okay.
And then let me know how you do the crit.
I like
don't-
brutal crits where you're like max damage and then roll. Do you like that one? I like that one.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
So like if it's like a D10, you would just do your just solid 10 damage and then roll and then add your damage modifiers. So
Okay.
it's like it
Yeah.
makes sure that you have at least one really good roll.
Sweet.
You like that?
I love it. All right. Well, in that case, that comes out to 13 points of
Nice.
piercing damage, and
Okay.
then 8 points of psychic damage.
Ouch. Be nicer to my slimes. Cool.
Ooh.
All right. Fine. That one's not looking great. It's starting to like dematerialize.
Ooh.
Chunks of it are now starting to kind of fall from above, and it's gross. And it's like somebody's just dropping like grocery bags full of peanut butter just around you. Just it's awful. Bonus actions, Nicole.
I don't got much. I guess if it's
love you.
starting to fall, no. We'll try it. I'm gonna just try enough to fly back a little bit, just to kind of get out of range and finish it
Yeah.
off later.
I think you've been staying ranged this whole time.
Good. Okay.
You're not invoking attack
Okay,
of
cool.
opportunity. Great. It is hard to avoid, but you have managed to do so thus far. Bad guy turn. The one that is beginning to dematerialize. Let's see here. Who's closest to it in my pretend world? It's close to all of you because it's real big. Nicole, you hit it most recently, and it's going to, as you pull away, it kind of lashes out at you, but it just can't quite make up the terrain. However, let's see here. Not Nor, not Nicole. Yeah, Nor again. Okay, Nor.
Hey, what's going
Hey,
on?
hi, friend.
Hi.
You look delicious, is what you look like to me.
Oh, thank you.
That's a nat 1. As it kind of just clamps onto itself, and you hear just kind of a groan.
Buddy.
In frustration. And it's going to take one more bite at you with a there we go, 21 to hit.
Oh. Hold on, I have to have 18. Yeah, okay. No shields.
Damn you, Nor. And our slimes are looking rough, and that is much to my chagrin. And none of you are looking that rough, also to my chagrin. As it manages to not hit Noir twice in a row. Up next is the lovely, the talented, the powerful, and the intimidating Dare.
I was muted. Okay. How, if I had to hazard a guess, how's the goop looking?
Your goop is looking, I don't know, something like about a quarter of its health out of 100.
Okay, cool. I'm going to, simply put, throw a chaos orb at it, or chaos bolt. My apologies.
That's violent of you, and I don't care for it. Let's do it.
Well, that's how it crumbles some days.
My cookies are
I'm
crumbling.
gonna roll a range spell attack or
Mhm.
spell attack or whatever.
You can do so, yeah. You can do so without disadvantage, as This thing just has multiple parts just falling around you.
Okay, that is a 13. Does that hit?
13 just hits.
Cool. Okay. Now hypothetically speaking,
Oh,
I'm
I love
going
that.
to,
That's my favorite kind of
to
speaking.
roll I'm going to use a point of meta magic, if
Ooh.
it were, as it
Yeah.
were, to do that again. Wait, let me make sure. Actually, I feel like twin spell. I have to throw to someone else. I forgot how the game worked for a second.
You could shoot Jess though with it if you wanted.
Actually, I'll hold back on that then. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Excuse
we
me?
agreed to no PvP. Well, I'm just saying. Look.
Did you mean to say you could shoot Jesse, as in one of the players Jesse is currently,
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
playing two Bubblegum Joe goopy guys. So I'm sorry. I keep talking over you, Dare.
Oh,
I
you're good,
apologize.
you're good.
Thanks for being a good sport, Jess.
You are wonderful. No problems at all. I am going to see how much damage this is, and then see what type of damage it is.
Oh man.
So,
Come on, lightning. Come on, lightning.
see, the thing is, I'm really not believing in the power of lightning today.
I'm believing in it.
Deeply, deeply love for it to not be that.
I want it to be lightning.
So, I'm so wait. I'm so mad. I got poison. If that
That
so
works
well.
fine.
Okay, beautiful. So that's 11 poison damage.
11 poison damage.
I was 1 away from psychic. I'm so good.
Psychic would have been better. Lightning would have been fun for me. All right.
I know what lightning.
Good turn,
does.
great turn. Bonus actions, friend.
I don't think I have anything to heal myself, so I am good.
You
for
have one
now.
thing. You have.
Sure.
You had the potion in your hand. You could drink the potion.
I don't trust anything about that potion yet. I think I am
It's busy.
good for now.
It's effervescent.
It makes
Okay.
me nervous.
All right. And this time, let's see here. Yeah, I think so. This slime is lacking a little bit of iron in its diet, is what it's doing. Zach,
Yes.
dear and treasured friend, does a whole bunch hit? Does a 25 hit?
It may. It may indeed.
It may indeed. All right. That would be 16 piercing damage.
Do you remember to add Bane?
Oh,
It won't matter. There's no number a D4 could give.
let's say I rolled a 4, it would be a 21 to hit.
That would that would still.
Okay.
I do not have armor.
And as it holds on to your as your little upper thigh, your little robot guy upper thigh, another mouth kind of swoops over the top of it and lunges at your shoulder. Does a nope. That is a 22 to hit. But now let me do the baning. The baning
I want to help so bad, but I just remember we're in two
Does a
different silos.
21 hit.
It's okay. The 21 does hit.
Okay, another 16 points of piercing damage. I need a dexterity saving throw.
All right. I can do that. That's going to be great.
Use the force.
The force has given me a 3.
You see this thing envelop our dear Warforged friend as does Spark's eyes glow?
They do.
You see this desperate pair of robotic eyes looking out of this toothy maw as it snaps shut around them, and you are swallowed.
Okay. Okay.
You can take your actions. You are grappled. You are unable to see within the fleshy void of this creature. And on your turn, if you are not relieved by then, you will be taking 3d10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
But not yet. Not yet. We have rounds and rounds before then. And starting at the top of the very next and likely final round, we have Jess, the absolute human.
Would you say that these goops are considered large, or would these be extra large?
I would say that they would be considered, for narrative purposes, large.
Okay, super duper, scooper, pooper, whatever. I don't know. My peanut
They're
brain
definitely
can't
large now.
remember.
They're falling apart. They probably would have been extra large at the beginning of the fight, but now they're getting whittled down. It's just lumpy mashed potatoes everywhere.
Okay, amazing. Well, seeing that Spark Twice has been swallowed up inside of one of these, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want
Mm-hmm.
to do anything that is going to hurt them, but I still want to hurt the creature itself. I'm going to drop my concentration on Fungal Barricade, and I'm going to use Thorn Whip.
Oh, nice.
It is a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that commands towards a creature in range. So
Yeah.
I am or shoot, I'm so sorry. I am reading the wrong thing.
No problem.
But you know
I read
what?
the wrong thing all the time.
That actually, the thing that I was going to read, the Star Blast or Star Crystal Blast, might actually end up hurting that character. So we are just going to Thorn Whip.
Thorn Whip? It's not too late.
I haven't used my Nat 20 yet, have I? I don't think so.
Oh yeah, I think you've used it twice. You should not.
You're a liar. Wow. Well, I don't
It's
think a
free to
9.
use, Jess.
Yeah, I don't think a 9 sounds very sexy, but you know what does sound sexy? A Nat 20. So
Oh.
I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
Do you have any like super sexy Nat 20 rules that you use with damage?
Yeah, I like brutal critical. So what you do is you would take the maximum damage you could do with one. Like, let's say you're using a D10.
Okay.
So you'd roll max. You would have one just 10 plus another die roll plus your damage modifiers if there are any on that particular cantrip for you. I think Vine Whip, is that a D6 or a D8?
D6. So 12
So you're
points
just- Mhm.
plus I don't know what the modifier would be. Would that be Dex?
Typically, you don't have a modifier on most cantrips, but you may have a subclass option that I'm unaware of.
Then it is 12 points of piercing damage, and the creature is 10 feet closer to me now.
That's exactly what you want. Great. It's looking real rough as of this point in time, Jess, much to my chagrin. And you can see this kind of writhing mass in the center of the creature as our dear friend Spark Twice is like trying to fight their way towards freedom. Bonus actions, Jess.
That's it.
Love it. Noir, take us home, buddy. What are we doing?
All right. Well, I told them if they kept this up, I'd get angry. So now I'm angry. So you mess with the bull, you get the horns, and here the horns come. I'm gonna cast Blooming Blade. So that means I make a melee attack.
Yes, you do.
Uh,
Somebody buy him a nat 1.
That'll be a 19.
Damn it. Yeah.
I got a plus 2
Nor's
great
surviving
strength
without
axe.
anyone buying nat 20s.
I have War Magic that says when you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
That is
So
so awesome.
I'm gonna swing again. Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was 19 for the attack. I got to do the damage.
Oh, you can leave the damage off. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Here we go. That's I rolled the 19 for the second attack. It is a 28 total. And the damage for that one is 15, and for the first one it is also 15 plus a D8 for Blooming Blade.
Rude of you to do so. What does it look like, Nor, when Hawkus absolutely ransacks a perforated piece of big pink bologna?
He goes, I told you, you mess with the bull, you gotta get the horns. And then he swings down the axe, and then just an arc of green lightning comes out and sets it on fire, and the fire's green. And he looks over at Olivia, goes, I still don't understand why it's always green. I think I have things to work out.
From Hawkus's brand new axe hole, you see the green flame begin to creep outwards like a burning piece of paper as it begins to consume the body of this uber goop. That one is dead. Let's see here. So we have one remaining in the right room. The right room has Jess, it has Zach, and it has Dare. But the left room is devoid of Uber Goop. Bonus actions and or movement, Noir.
Bonus action was spent for the second attack.
Oh, got it. Thank
The
you.
main action was the booming blade. I can I make my way over to that other side on the check of my friends?
I think you can. I believe in you. I think you
All
did
right.
it. Does he
I'll
want to
just-
do that? Does Hawkins want to do that?
Yeah, Hawkins is gonna walk over and go, guys, I had to get a little angry and oh my god, what's happening in here? And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Zach,
Hmm.
it's your turn.
I am inside of this creature.
You have your actions. You can hit this creature. However, at the beginning of your turn, as an ingested person, I'm going to roll 3d10. And we're going to see if that heals you. Maybe that'll heal you.
Oh, maybe.
It didn't. It
Somebody
did
going to
19
fall.
necrotic damage.
Which
Oh.
is healing to Warforged, right?
It's so good for Warforged.
Could be. Well, I'm down. So,
That's a problem.
Oh.
yeah, you hear muffling, and
Oh.
then sort of the computer power down sound.
Oh.
I immediately went Windows 95 as well.
Yep. Death saving throw for our dear and treasured friend made out of treasure.
Yes. Okay, 16.
16. Sorry, I ruined your turn with all of that necrotic damage, my friend. I didn't forget you. I just hit you. Nicole.
All right, I'm gonna go flying on after Hawkins here.
Sippity doo dah. You can make it.
Okay, cool. I to make sure I can get there, I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike on myself once I see
Nice.
what's happening. That I can get a little closer and get a better lay of the land. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not. Hopefully, I'm guessing I can see.
Oh
Spark.
yeah. You see the pandemonium.
Yeah.
And you get there just in time as you see this small figure kind of trying to fight its way out of the Uber goop. Go slack.
All right. Well, with that, that's when Olivia cast that. Dashing forward with that, and is gonna fire two longbow shots.
Okay. You get to add your Zephyr Strike damage to one of them, I think.
I do. And
Yeah,
it gives me
that's cool.
advantage.
Rangers are cool. Shut up, everybody else.
All right. That is a nat 20 on that one.
Nat 20. Let's go. So,
Okay.
brutal crits. Let's do this.
Okay. Brutal critical. Okay, and then that's, and you're going to be the force damage. So that's going to be 13 points of piercing damage, another 8 points of psychic damage, and 14 points of force damage on that one
No
attack.
need to roll that second attack because absolutely devastating Bazooka Joe over here as it begins to. You said there's radiant damage on that, or is it force?
Force damage.
Force damage. Perfect. Shockwaves erupt through this roiling, bubbling mound of mouths and eyes and buttholes, and it begins to kind of explode like fleshy confetti, and you just see this little stationary warforged laying in the middle of the cold steel floor. You are out of combat. Jess, is it a good time for a solid tenor?
Now is a great time for a solid tenor. Speaking of solid tenors, you can go to the donation link that is pinned in one of the chats, and you could give us a solid tenor so we have rerolls on the next combat encounter, where Jesse is definitely going to try even harder to kill us. But we are going to do a little bio break. We're going to do a shrimp check, maybe eat some food, get some water. And we all think that you should do that too after checking out the donation link, of course. See y'all back in 10 short minutes. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Thank you so much for spending more time in your evening with us as we scoop the super goop deloop stuff. We are doing a mutual aid fundraising stream for our good friend Nicole, who has some very expensive transition surgeries coming up. And if you know anything about the American healthcare system, you know that it is messed up. And that is why we are doing this mutual aid fundraising stream. If you go to the chat in either YouTube or in Twitch, you will see a link that goes right to her coffee, and you can make donations to help support those costs. For a $10 donation, you can give anyone a reroll. For a $25 donation, you can give anyone a nat 20. And I want to addend those real quick because Jesse doesn't count in the reroll or the nat 20. And he consented to that at the beginning of this stream. So I just want to
I take it back.
lay that out there real quick. If you donate $35 or more, you can give anyone, including Jesse, a Wild Magic Surge table roll. For a $50 donation or more, you can name the next NPC something like DJ Toots or Amelia the toddler. Jesse knows it. I don't. Temperamental toddler. And for a donation of $75 or more, you can give a boon or a bane to the party. You decide if it's a boon or a bane. Jesse decides what to do with it. So with that being said, I am going to start our character-driven recap from Princess Shetland's point of view. So like we all got to the Flaming Troll Inn, which is a really weird name for an inn. There were no trolls and it was not on fire. And then we were basically told that they wanted short people for a mission. I don't know why they wanted short people for a mission, but they did get the right people involved. Am I right? So then we met DJ Toots, and he and I decided that we're gonna collab on a scooper pooper duper looper cool song, and we're gonna go wicka 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 wicka, and then we're gonna get out my lyre and we're gonna go and there was this guy, I don't remember what his name was, but it was kind of a bummer, and he made us sign these big papers, and he was just trying to get us to sign it, and I said, actually, no, I want to read the fine print. I don't know if anybody else read the fine print, but that's what I remember. Did any of you actually read it?
Well, I attempted to. I did note that there might be some inconsistencies with the wording, and if I recall correctly, the paper was given to us by one Major Bummer. I do recall that they were a decorated officer of some renown. Other than that, I can agree with most of your recollections, though I think it'd be remiss if we didn't mention that at the Flaming Troll, we were welcomed by a rather exuberant dwarf whose surplus of rambunctiousness was only matched by his absence of clothing. Other than that, we were meant to go and acquire a snooper proof uber goop trooper shoot, which I am still wondering the practical uses of uber goop, especially if it does carry along with it the snooper proof properties. I see that being rather useful for avoiding clairvoyance or scrying of a sort, but I tend to ramble on, so if anyone has any other recollections, please feel free to share them along with all of us. Oh, one final addendum. I did commit a rather lot of violence, but in self-defense.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So there's a guy named Beetlebutt. That happened. There was a lot of talk of music. I kind of tuned that out. I heard that I could potentially sell this for some money because I am kind of short on cash. And then we went to two big cylinders. Well, I don't know what was in their cylinder, but if I had to guess, probably the same thing that was in ours, which is big slime thing. Wasn't great. Did almost eat me. Did actually eat Spark, which now that I'm thinking about it, isn't the worst thing in the world. But we'll save them. We'll save them. But you know, maybe a life debt is enough to get out of owing some money. I think that's everything I cared about.
That kind of brings us up to speed where, we were able to dispatch ours, and I think yours must have been a lot harder in that tunnel. And we were finally able to kill it. And well, there's Spark.
Cut to Spark, just dead on the ground. that is Spark's contribution to the recap. Silent shot.
Is Spark literally sparking?
Yeah,
Just
yeah. So maybe there's like a little like shrug here and there, but that's about it.
that is where we left off. Our valiant heroes had just dispatched with the Uber goops that were clogging the snooper-proof trooper chutes. And you hear bravo, bravo! Oh, you're a little metal guy there. He's I gotta tell you, do the potions work on Warforged?
Do, and I'm going to rush over to Spark twice. I'm going to yoink their mouth open and just start pouring my greater potion of healing into their
Great.
mouth.
So, and I'm sure it's going to be just fine. I do need, due to the unstable nature of some of the ingredients within, I would need a wild magic surge roll for either Zach or Jess there, because you're ingesting some volatile chemicals of the volatile nature.
Zach, would you like to do it? Would you like the honors? Do you want me to do it?
I kind of want Princess Shetland to roll it.
Okay. All right. Is that a D100?
That's a D100, yeah.
All right. Roll D100. All right. It's a 72.
It's a great number.
72. Let's see what we can.
Obviously, what happened here is as I was ripping the health potion cap off, some of it splattered into my mouth. And because it touched my mouth before it touched yours, that's why I'm the one getting the wild magic surge.
You regain a spell slot.
Oh, shit. Cool.
When the very, very slight moment where the bottle, the liquid, and Spark are all touching, you get like a static shock, and that is your spell slot.
Nice. I think all of my mane
Love that.
and tail, although it is a short tail, it just all sticks right up, and I look like a funky little cool mohawked out Shetland centaur.
Nice. As you come to Spark, you see the other figures kind of standing over you, looking worriedly. Maybe some of them looking less worried. I'm not driving your character. Somebody there's worried. And you hear from Grand Tinkerer Ratchet Beetlebutt. Bravo! All right, good. Things have worked out just as I had predicted. Sure. Cool. You're here for a reason. One, you cleared out the snoop-approved trooper shoots. Thank you for that. I didn't want to do that myself, and I don't think I could have. Two, you have. We've been observing you as you fight. We've been just watching you through the mists, through the orbs, through my special looking devices, and we've been attuning these circlets. And he goes around the room. He's like, I'm sorry, my wife's here. Hold on, honey, could you help me out with this? And you see just a standard looking a human. She's kind of got medium tone, dark skin, beautiful, just an absolute knockout. So this is my lovely wife, Matilda. But you might know her as her performance name, and that would be Amelia the Temperamental Toddler. I know it's for the kids. And Amelia steps forward and she's like, "Sorry, I'm sure you recognize me as my theatrical persona."
My God, Amelia the Temperamental Toddler in the flesh.
Boo, boo, boo.
I don't like porridge.
I wish I
There,
had
I did
porridge to
it.
give to you. Oh my god, I can't believe
No,
I'm
it's
meeting
just
her.
it's just a character thing.
Whew.
It's just
I soiled my pampers.
there. That's better than an autograph, really. So what are we doing
Kicking
here, love?
all of my feet.
Just it's
Spark rolls out of the way.
um
Accidentally trampled.
that's
Brings
saving
you
for
back
Spark.
to life. Takes you out again.
Coup de grace.
um, and the unlikely couple of the Goblin Grand Tinkerer and this beautiful actress hand out these circlets, and they seem to thrum with some sort of arcane energy as you hold them in your hands. And like,
Don't worry. This is just to help you control them, okay? Because the Tarask is almost here, and I gotta tell you, the army not looking good. They are in full retreat.
I'm sorry. The what now is almost
There's a Tarask. I know it's completely immune to the spires. It's gonna destroy the city, and if too many of those spires fall, the entire city falls.
Ah. Yes. Well.
So you gotta go kill the Tarask now. Here's your cyclet.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh, sorry. I mean, you put the cyclet on, and as you do, you feel a oneness with something powerful, with something greater and separate from yourself. As you feel something primal and bestial, and arcane and mechanical, as if it were part of you. And he's like, "Honey, would you show them to their respective vehicles?" Now, earlier, chat, I asked the individual players what their favorite colors were and what their favorite primary colors were and their favorite animals were. I'm going to start with Nor. Nor, what color and what animal did you give me?
Oh boy, I believe I gave you red. And I don't recall the animal. Hold on.
So you can come up with it now. It's all right. It don't got to be
Okay,
consistent.
I'm gonna say tiger.
A red tiger with some strange kind of features on its back. You can almost make out like facial features on its back as this mechanical red tiger explodes through the floor of the silo, and you hear this like mechanical,
Oh.
and it like walks over to you. It's like 34 feet high at the shoulder, and kind of leans down and takes like a crouch and opens up its mouth extra wide right in front of you, Hawkes.
You see, the big people, they don't fit inside. I built it to my specifications. It's absent-minded of me, I suppose, is what it is. But a big pilot, it just bites them in half accidentally. It's not on purpose. It's quite comfortable inside as long as you're diminutive, like a short king like myself.
Well, I've never been happier.
Yeah, hop in. Get out the chute.
All right. Is it like just
And
jump?
as you sit, the headband takes over, and it is like part of you. You can feel the strength of the pistons. You can feel the thrum and the surge of strange arcane and mechanical crystals powering this massive beast, this creature that is easily 100 feet long, and like I said, almost 40 feet high at the shoulder. And as you giggle uncontrollably, you hear a roar that is deafening across the landscape as you explode into the night sky and land in a field just outside of Ember Spire. Nicole, I asked you a primary color. I asked you an animal.
Mm-hmm. Mine were red as well.
Uh-huh.
And penguin.
And like a torpedo exploding out of the snooper-proof trooper chute, a massive red penguin, white on the tummy, red everywhere else, with this deadly-looking, prominent beak, kind of slides on its tummy, and then rolls over on its back and like lifts a wing, and you just see an entrance hatch.
You gotta hop in. There's a Jurassic coming. Come on.
This is our best chance to survive.
This is your only chance. Okay. And it's a chunky penguin, and it barely fits. It stands 90 feet tall, and it barely fits in this tube. And as you are just propelled by an actual damn rocket at the back of this penguin, you shoot into the night sky, and the wings, and you are flying, and it feels natural, and it feels normal.
This is the first time they've done this.
Zach, I asked you about a primary color and also an animal.
Yes, the color is yellow, and
Yellow.
I believe I said Spark loves a lizard.
Spark does love a good lizard.
Hmm.
And initially you don't see it until you look up and you see a chameleon-like creature kind of appear just on the ceiling, just clinging to the ceiling as it gazes down, and its metallic scales are almost like gems, and as the colors shift, it becomes more yellow in appearance, and literally you just see this tongue just and swallows Spark. And Spark, you find yourself in a very cushy pilot seat.
Swallowed again.
Wow. Swallowed again. Wow. No, that Spark almost identifies as swallowed again.
Swallowed.
Swallowed.
He's like, all right, get out of here, predator. All right. And this time it purposefully can kind of scale the walls as it climbs out, and you see this massive red tiger thrumming around, and you see a penguin just zipping around willy-nilly, maybe hovering. I don't know what Nicole's doing with her penguin. I don't get to judge, but there's a penguin up there, and it's in the air. Jess?
I know I typed cat, but I think I meant to type kangaroo and black.
I think you meant to type kangaroo too. A
Yeah.
black kangaroo is exactly your and you see this again, like 90, maybe 110 feet tall, right in there. It's hard to tell because it's bouncing and kind of like fighter stance, like in Street Fighter, their idle animations. It's kind of just doing this like right in front of you as these massive feet, 60 feet long feet, are plopped down on each side of you, and it bends over and a pouch opens up. And he's like, hop in there, princess.
Hop in there, princess, and I hop in.
Oh, yeah, appropriate. She's thematic if nothing else. And the mech kind of walks over to the base of the snooper-proof trooper chute, and with one powerful leap, you're airborne. You realize you're not flying. This creature is just designed to jump. Last, certainly, absolutely not least, the illustrious Dare. I asked you a primary color and an animal.
I super forgot to give an animal, but I have one in my heart now.
I know you do.
Purple and a snake, and I'm being very normal about describing this.
Yeah, you are a big purple snake. Great. So, the floor itself, you realize, has this cool texture, this cool tile texture. And it's just you and the professor and his lovely wife, Amelia, the temperamental toddler. And the floor itself begins to shift and writhe, and you realize you're going on a ride. He's like, you're gonna want to wait till it's oh, yep. And then you see this head kind of coil around the top of the room and bend down, and the eyes kind of flash, and you see this serpentine slit in the eyes, and the mouth opens. He's like, good luck with that one. That's hard to control. You've got this. You got this. You're gonna. Oh, before you go, everybody else is gone. If things start going bad, you got to push the big red button. You gotta form Big Carolina. That's what I call. You'll see. You'll form Big Carolina, and yeah, that's the big red button. You've all got them. You'll be able to talk to each other through the communications array, but they can't hear me. You can hear me. Snake's gonna eat you now. What is your snake? What kind of snake is it? Does it look venomous? Does it look like a boa?
It looks deeply venomous. It looks
nice.
Very mean. I think I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, it just looks it looks deeply mean.
Yeah.
I think its eyes are slightly green, and I'm being so normal, so I'm gonna stop.
You're being incredibly normal about this, and I just know it. I know it. And through concordial locomotion, you're able to like ease up the pipe and kind of flop out on the ground. And then you realize once you get on the ground, you're incredibly lithe, incredibly dexterous, incredibly difficult to hear, or to hear, and but also to hit. You're extremely dexterous. I need you all to double your hit points and add 100 to them. And I need you to add 10 to every stat, to every roll, to every saving throw. Because you are now in control of your own primary color animal mech that does not violate any particular copyright. It's around that time. You can see it. You see it first on the horizon as the sun begins to rise. You see spire-like horns, 60, 70 feet in the air. Then you hear it, almost subsonic growls. The army has retreated. The Tarask is almost to the city of Emberspire. I need you to make a decision. Do we engage this individually, or do we just hit the Omega option here? Do we hit the big red button, and do we form Big Carolina?
I want to press the button.
You want to press the button? Everybody's
Yeah,
pushing the button?
You're gonna hit the button.
You press the button, and the creatures instinctively, and you know this, you can feel it in your bones as you are connected to these robots, as they're part of you nearly. And these steam-powered arcane robots begin converging and connecting. Now, I used Voltron logic on this, and so I made you pick your colors for a reason. I didn't assign them to you. So, blue is the right leg. Yellow is the left leg. Black is the torso. Red is the right arm. And red is the right arm. You have a creature with 2 right arms. And we have it's just got 2 arms on the same side. And at the top, the jaw of the black kangaroo opens, and you see just a goblin face in metal. You have formed Big Carolina. You diminutive kings, queens, and lieges. You short and powerful, minuscule and mighty. You have become little trouble in Big Carolina.
Oh my god.
How
Thank you all
I
so much
remember
for being
you said
here.
this is
Much
all for something.
time
Out.
Oh god.
be be beautiful.
I need you to roll initiative.
Ooh.
The Tarask has rolled a 12. As it begins to see a humanoid form on the horizon, the likes of which it has never seen, it looks excited at the challenge. As it roars and lumbers forward, the scales, the mountainous creature of claw and horn and fury, bounds your way. Nor what did we get?
I rolled a mighty and proud 11.
11, you are just behind the Tarask. Nicole?
My bad.
19.
19. Nicely done. Jess?
4.
A 4. You know, sometimes it's important to hold up the back end of things.
Somebody's got to be
Shine
the
on her.
caboose.
You got to be the wagon, baby. All right.
Mhm.
Dare?
21.
21. Nicely done. And certainly not least, the great and powerful and terrifying Zach.
Left leg is coming in with a 16.
16.
Mhm.
Love it. Okay, most of you rolled better than the Tarask. Roughly half. It's fine. You can divide. Fine. Okay, top of the round as the sun illuminates the Tarask from behind. and you see the glowing city of Emberspire. Your ward, your charge. You have to protect Emberspire. As the Tarrasque bounds towards you. Dare. You are the left leg. Or you are the right leg. You help the creature, you help Big Carolina, you help this mech run forward. You have all of your normal abilities. We'll just flavor them however you so choose. But you get to add +10 to every dang thing. To attack rolls, to saving throws, to damage rolls. And you also have your hit points doubled, +100. What are we doing?
Okay, I have one question.
You have
These
it.
are the collateral damage.
Mhm.
What does a fireball hypothetically look like if we were to do this from Big Carolina?
Here's what we would do. You are the right leg. You are a snake. Where on is the? I think the mouth. I think it'd be cool if the mouth was on the kneecap. What do you think?
Mhm.
Heck yeah. I would say that. What level would you be casting it at?
I'm going to upcast this, I believe, at level 4.
Okay. So instead of, normally that would have been. Was that 66?
At level 4, it's 9.
9d6. So what you would do is add 9d6 plus 90 because we're adding a 10 to every die.
Oh my god. Okay,
But
cool.
you gotta add. But we have to land the attack first. It has to save or fail. Actually, I don't think you have to. I think it's just a save.
It has to make
It's
a
just a
dex
save. My apologies. With the Tarrasque's stats, this is just a standard 5e Tarrasque. You never see that shit on a stream. All right, I'm gonna roll him. It's got a +0. An 8. It fails, so it is 9d6 plus 90 damage.
Okay. I am almost done with the math.
Sorry to spring this on you guys.
That is 113.
I love this.
damage.
113?
Yes.
Nicely done. All right. Minus 113. Okay. Bonus action, friend.
I will in fact use a bonus action.
Yeah.
So I think the other thing I do is I'm going to create Melf's minute meteors. I'm going to use that as a 3rd level, and I'm going to use Quicken Spell.
Okay.
So that is a bonus action.
Question. Because I'm unfamiliar with your specific subclass. Is this a subclass that can use 2-leveled spells in one turn?
I can't. Damn it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
You could have
well,
lied to me, and I would
what?
have believed you.
That's fine. I will use Sacred Flame then. I will do the exact same
Sacred
thing
Flame.
I said, but with Sacred Flame.
All right. So your DC is now 10 points higher, harder to hit. So what is the DC that I have to hit for? Is it a
Dex of
dex save?
25.
He
Yes.
can't do it. He fails. So you roll your damage plus 10.
Beautiful. So I mean that will be 29 damage because I rolled two die at this point.
That is what I'm talking about. Yes. 29 radiant. Okay. Love that for me. Love that for you. Love that for Nicole, who is up next. Zach on deck.
All right. Well, it worked so well last time. Let's see how it works in a mech.
Yeah.
Olivia's gonna load up a Zephyr Strike,
Heck yeah.
the bonus action, and start firing projectiles at the Tarrasque.
What does it look like when one of the right arms fires projectiles? Olivia?
It's all I'm picturing here is like some Pacific Rim comic type, where it's just like the missiles almost just that just go flying off the arm. So just
Hell
like
yes.
launching these steel beams
Heck yes.
at the Tarrasque.
Roll to attack plus 10.
All right, let's do it. For the first attack, I would like to use my nat 20, my last one.
Ah! Well,
This is going to make math a little trickier.
good.
So we're going to say that hits. I'm also going to mark it as my favorite foe.
Oh, nice. Love that. For your bonus action?
That's just when I hit.
Or it's just a thing? It's just a
Yeah,
thing. That's right.
That's just a ranger thing.
I'm a fake nerd boy.
Oh, it's good. That's one of those newer optional features things.
Dang you, Tasha's.
Okay. 6, 16. Bear with me as I do the math.
I am a bear.
Thank you. 20. 34, 20, 56 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And then that's 14 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And then let's actually roll to add on top of that. Another 3 points of psychic damage and another 8 piercing.
Okay. All right.
And for the second attack, we actually have to roll for this one.
Good. Still plus 10.
That's a 2. Only a 2, so I'm gonna use a reroll.
Dang it. Yeah. I love your die. It's very cool.
Oh, thank you. 28.
28 just hits.
All right. Now I don't get to add as much stuff this time, but
You still get to add 10 to everything. All in your
That's
die
true.
rolls.
15, 20. So that's going to be 19 points of piercing damage.
19 points of piercing damage. Excellent round, my friend.
And that's it. That's all she
That-
wrote.
That's a lot of writing for one turn, I feel. Zach, it's time for vengeance.
All right, I've got a big one. Here we go. We've got an action. I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor.
Oh, nice.
That is a DC plus 10
Mhm.
to that, so that's a DC 23 Dex.
All right. It fails. It can't make it.
Okay, so it takes
You know, I'm gonna roll it just to see if I can get a nat 20. Let's see. We're gonna see.
okay.
Yep, you succeed.
Okay. Then it takes 15 points of damage from that and is knocked prone.
Hell yeah, it's knocked prone.
Going to bonus action, huge mechanical tentacles of the deep. I apologize for any outside noise that might be picking up.
Don't hear a thing.
I'm good. Okay.
It's the tentacles of the deep, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That is going to be. Apologies. That is.
Can we flavor the tentacles of deep like your big chameleon tongue?
Yes. I love
Alright,
that.
Cool.
I love that very much. Okay, that is a synthetic 20. Cute.
Synthetic 20. To hit?
Yes.
And does that with the plus 10?
Oh, 30.
That hits.
Okay, and then the damage is another 16 points of damage.
Nicely done.
And then I'm going to expend my action surge to cast Thunder Wave,
Yes.
which is a con save, DC 23, I believe.
Question, friend.
Yes.
Are you a class that can cast two level spells in one round?
I don't know
'Cause
either
we did
because
a
I'm using
Earth
the
Tremor.
Yes, definitely an Earth Tremor, and then I have the Fighter Action Surge, so maybe not. I would see why that wouldn't work.
I don't know. I've never seen somebody multi-class to cast two spells in a round. I'm gonna allow it. You're in a big robot. Let's go.
Okay, then that is Con 23.
Con 23 to save. Let's see if he can make it. He has a good shot at it actually. Unless he 3 on the die, and would certainly fail.
Okay, that is
13.
25 points of damage.
And he is prone.
57 total and prone.
Mm-hmm.
That is my turn.
All right, nicely done, friend. Okay, it is now the Tarrasque's turn. It's going to use half its movement and crawl back to its feet. And it shakes its head. and roars. It's looking you kind of right in the torso right now. It's still a huge creature. It's a gargantuan. And it's going to begin its multi-attack. Oh, let's see here. I'm gonna roll a d6, and on a 6, I'm gonna choose.
Oh darn! I was thinking like on a 6, it just doesn't attack us. That sounds cute, right?
That's a 4. You know who's a 4 on my screen, but a 10 in real life is just the human. Yeah. So just the human does. Remember there's a 30 hit.
Go. Thank you so much for having me.
You got it. Here's the thing. You're adding 10 to your AC.
Oh yeah, I still gotta go.
Okay.
You think I have a 20 AC?
I don't know.
Not me.
That is as it rakes its
I
claw
would
across
like to cast silvery barbs, please.
Do it. That's a reroll.
Yep.
Okay. Love it. Okay, so it's gonna reroll. Does a 25 hit?
Still hits. Dang.
Love it, Noir. Sorry, buddy.
No problem.
I love the energy.
But now I can give somebody advantage since
Yep.
it's given disadvantage. So
Cool.
yeah.
So as it rakes one massive claw across the torso, just the human, your mech takes 23 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I got to read the multi-attack for Tarask. This is PHB stuff. Can use this. It's Frightful Presence. It then makes. I'm negating the Frightful Presence because you're in a giant robot. You're not afraid of this, but it
You're
does make
telling
5.
me that a giant stomach can't just detach itself and run away?
It might. You can certainly try.
I'm good.
Okay. It gets 5 attacks on its multi-attack. So I'm gonna roll a d6. Who goes next? It is 2. That is the lady of the hour. Nicole does a 29 hit.
Absolutely does.
Okay, your mech takes 35 piercing damage from the horns.
Ooh.
Up next, we're gonna roll 2. Lady of the hour again does a. Remember AC plus 10. But this is crazy high. 34.
Yes.
Wild high.
Wildly high.
Wildly high. That is 36 points of slashing damage. For its 4th attack. Terrestrial. People actually fight these.
Yeah.
3. That is our good friend Zach. Spark does a 32 hit.
It does. Yes.
Okay. As its tail whips around, it's covered in barbs and spikes and dripping with something. 24 bludgeoning damage. Need a dexterity save. Plus 10.
That is 19.
19. You all feel it. The tail whips a leg out from under you, and you see this yellow chameleon head just shoot into the air as you fall prone. From miles around. What?
I'll not give Zach that advantage. Well,
No, use it, Zach.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we try that one.
Nicely done, Noir.
Oh. Literally, guys, that's an organic 20.
Hey.
That is exactly what you needed.
Cool.
That is
Cool.
exactly what you needed to
That's a
stay
30.
vertical. With
Spark,
its
not to tell you how to do things, but maybe press the other button.
Oh, you're right. You're right. There are 2 buttons. I've just been pressing the one. You're so
Yep.
right.
just human with its final bite attack. It has selected you.
So
Does
sexy.
a 31.
Unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah.
it sure does.
Your mech takes 44 piercing damage. And now,
Gugga mugga.
Gugamuga. Indeed, Nor, it is your turn, and then it is Jess's turn. to do damage to the Tarask and save the city.
All right. You guys, you got me bright and angry now, and I think it's time that you pick on somebody your own size. And I would like to cast Enlarge on us.
Yes!
Oh my gosh!
Yes!
Make my gobbo grow!
If that doesn't get us demonetized, just a grown-ass man yelling, "Make my gobbo grow," then nothing will.
Hey,
So we just get to add an extra 1d4 to damage, but I just thought thematically it'd be fun.
You get to add an extra D10 to damage because
Let's
you,
go!
as you somehow grow even larger, Big Carolina, you begin to block out the city behind you, obscuring the Tarask's vision of its target. Let's go. Bonus actions?
Oh, so let's war magic when you use your action to cast a spell. I get an attack.
Yeah, do it. Do it, Rockapella.
We're gonna swing with the axe here.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. It's a nat 20.
That is what I want to hear.
I'll put it in chat. I'm sorry.
I trust you implicitly, friend. So what you do is you would take your max damage and then roll the dice and add that.
All right. So my max dice is D12 plus with everything they've got. It's 11. So that's 23, and then I'll roll on top of that.
It's with your extra D10 from being real big too. So so you're talking 32 plus the rolls.
All right, so I rolled 21 on the actual die, so
yes,
45 total, I think.
I think I got you. It's 55. Let's go.
Oh yeah, and I forgot the D10 from being the large size.
Right.
That's just an additional 7. And then I would like to action surge.
Let's go. Come on, let's do it.
All right, so another attack. That's 25 total.
25 just hits.
Oh, that's frightening. If I rolled a 3, if I would have rolled a 2, I could have re-rolled it. So that's 14 plus a D10. 14 plus 4, so 18. And last attack here.
Okay.
That one misses. It's 20.
20, unfortunately, does.
Yep, I whiffed it.
You didn't whiff anything. You did 80 points of damage in one turn.
Smashing the buttons.
Great turn.
That is the turn.
Just the ultimate human.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure how the math works, so I'm just going to tell you the math that I'm mathing, and I'm hoping that
we're
you
gonna
can
math
do
it
the
real
quick
hard
mathing.
together. We're gonna math it.
I'm gonna press the comm button and say, who's controlling the right arm?
That's me.
There's two right arms.
Oh, okay. Who wants to let me control it for just a second?
All right. I mean, either one.
Oh, I'll just control both of you at the same time. And both of these clunky arms will reach into the pouch and pull out an ice knife that we are going to hurl at the Tarask. And so I need it to make a dex saving throw. It'd be so sexy, Jesse, if you rolled a 22 or under.
It cannot roll anything above a 20.
Oh.
But I will try. I'm going to roll because it has a +0 to the dex. I'm going to roll just in case it does not. Gets nat 2.
All right, excellent. So then, for the hit, it is going to take... Oh, okay. Well, shoot, I messed that up. Because we're not casting it in the first level. We're obviously casting it in the 4th level.
We're casting it way up there, yeah, man.
Yeah, so it takes 22 plus the 1d10.
Yeah. That enlarge was so fun. What a fun idea, Noir.
That's so good.
Okay, so it's 28 points of damage, and then is
Okay.
it doubled? So is that...
Did you crit?
No, I just don't understand the us being big thing, how that works for the
Just
damage.
an extra 10 to the damage. Just an extra
There's a
static 10.
universal
So it's an
10,
extra 2d10 now that Noir has done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's an extra D10 plus an extra static 10. Just 10 solid. You
Oh.
don't even have to roll it.
Cool. What did I...
So would that be 38?
yes.
Is that where we're at then?
It
Okay.
would be 38. And
I know.
then
Yeah.
it's going to explode.
Oh no.
Oh, I bunkered this up, I think. I was
No, you
supposed
didn't. You
to...
did the best job.
Well, I was supposed to throw it at you first, but it's good to know that it explodes because it's going to explode anyway. So
Yeah.
to hit when we throw it, it was a 26 to hit. Does that hit?
20 just hits.
Bless.
We're good. We don't need to timey-wimey. It's fine.
So then the damage that it takes is 19 cold damage.
19 cold damage. Yowza. All right, it's looking. You see kind of this thick, chocolatey black blood kind of oozing out of some of the wounds on this creature. Nicely done, Jess, the human.
Thanks, guys. You can have your arms back.
Hey, nice job. Hey.
Top of the Reezy, it is Dare.
Alrighty. Hey, you know what's great about Fireball? Upcasting it meant that was a 4th level, which means I can do that again as a 3rd level. Love sorcery. So I'm going to do that again.
Do it again, and then
Okay.
tell me all the numbers, friend. I trust you
That will
implicitly.
be a save of, a dex save of, the save goes up by 10 as well, correct?
Yeah,
So that's a dex save of 25.
I will see if I can roll an at 20. That's how this goes for me. Unlike no, that's an 18 on the die plus
Oh
0.
no!
That was
Oh, so
close.
terrible.
Hmm.
And you said plus 10 for every die, correct?
Yeah, static 10. Let's go.
Alright, so that is 108 damage.
Good God. All right, that's fine. That's fine. He's fine. He's doing great. 108.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then another dex save
Okay.
for Sacred Flame again.
For Sacred Flame, I don't think I can meet your dex save, but I'll see if I can do it to a nat 20.
I'm rooting for at least one. I think it'd be funny.
Be funny. It's a nat 13.
Oops.
I know. Sad days
Oh
for
no.
me. I know.
Well, anyway, that's gonna be another 29 damage.
That's fine. It's fine to do that to me. It's fine. You won't see me cry. That's
This
cool.
is what I'm here for.
You're doing the Lord's work. Any other movements, actions? Gloating is a free action as well.
Yeah, I think I quietly over comms on a separate line. I'm like, are we cool yet? Are we square? To Spark. Does this cover it?
This is helping, yes. This is helping.
Helping? Oh, and I think we'll just cut it there.
Okay. Full F Zach on deck.
All right. I was just thinking, like, wow, I wish I'd brought my Colossus Slayer Ranger to this. Would have been turning out even more damage. Dang. Love it. We're just going back, arm back up,
Yeah.
firing 2 off.
All right. Roll to hit.
27,
Definitely hits.
26.
Just hits.
Okay. Those extra 10 really coming in handy
Come in
here.
clutch. Yep.
Oh, actually that would have hit regardless. I realized I wasn't adding the +5 that's on my character sheet. Anyway,
You gotta, yeah. You get that too.
I have an own modifier. All right, let's fire these
Let's
off
roll that
here.
damage. That's
Okay.
vibrato there.
Thanks. That is going to be 11 points of piercing damage, 4 points
11.
of psychic damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, plus 40.
Plus 40. Cool.
Well, I roll a lot of small dice.
Yeah, you did. You rolled a lot of small dice, and those are paying the bills.
Yeah.
I did them. I took great pains to make sure that the math was well balanced on this.
I love it. And then one more attack.
Yeah.
Hits was 8, 10. That's another 20 points of piercing damage.
Another 20 points of piercing damage. Nicely done. Okay. It's starting to look a little rough. Starting to look a little less terrestrial.
Yeah.
Should have workshopped that one before bringing it to the public. Yeah. Okay. 38, just doing some knothead math. Okay. I didn't call you a knothead. Anyway, Nicole, bonus actions.
None for me.
None for you. Zach, what are we doing?
Okay, I have a buck wild idea.
Love a buck wild idea.
So I know the super shoots were snooper proof, but if we're taller now, can we be super sleuths? And can I see if I can maybe trigger one of these? Or see them to trigger?
So the shoots were concealing the robots you reside within currently.
Okay. Okay, I was thinking they were going to shoot something else, but this is okay.
They shoot big robots.
I love it.
Out of the ground? Like there's a deep sort of
Yeah, it's
hole
like
in the ground?
a buried silo. Yeah.
Mhm.
Great.
Maybe in the side of a mountain. That would be cooler.
How far away is this buried silo?
So about 3 steps for you. So 300 feet.
Okay. Can I use one of my tentacles to try to sort of Yoshi the Tarask into one of the silos?
You sure as shit can.
Okay.
That's a wild thing to say and do.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah, let's. So, Nor, what's your strength? Because I think your character's probably the physically strongest, correct?
Yes. Now with the bonuses, my strength is. Why don't can I get this out of the way? It is a 28.
28. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's. I'm a baller. Let's game. So let's roll to hit with your tentacle. Yeah, is that
Yes.
cool? It is, and if that hits, we're gonna do a contested grappling check.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, that is 17 plus 4, 21, 31.
31 hits. All right. Feel free to roll your damage. And we are going to do a roll off with the Tarask's strength and versus Noir's enhanced biomechanical strength. The Tarask get 3 on the die for 13.
Whew. Okay, I rolled a 6 plus 1, 7, 17 points of damage.
70 points of damage. Okay. And what was your strength check there, Noir?
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and roll mine.
Plus 10.
Okay, that's a 24.
24. It's tricky because Zach, you are a left leg.
I am.
But I would say, where does the mouth reside? Is it coming out the knee, the ankle, the
Yeah, I think the lizard has like bitten the torso of the robot. That is how it attaches. So it is.
I
by the
love
knee.
that.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
what up?
forgot. Because we're enlarged, I get advantage on that strength check.
You know, rub my face in it. Why don't you, my friend? Let's roll again. Come on. What you got?
All right.
You already done beat me.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we're good. I thought I lost.
No, you already won. You already won.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 on the die.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry.
No, do it. Do it. No,
Oh,
I
alright.
want you to. I like it.
All right, then here we go. I rolled a. Oh, it was worse. I rolled a 7.
Here's what we're gonna do, because our Tarask friend has a remaining 40 hit points, which any one of you can easily knock off in one round. So we're gonna narratively. What does it look? Does the tail of the lizard flick out and grapple this thing?
I think it just looks like the the mech is like leaning a little bit, and the
Uh-huh.
lizard like looks back behind itself.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
pushes it towards the silo.
And as you do, it kind of this long mechanical tongue. It almost looks elastic because it's like expanding and contracting and contorts around the torso of this enormous Tarrasque. And with a flick of the hip, you see this Tarrasque kind of blot out the rising sun as it sails through the air. You could hear like just this hush fall over the city, and then you hear, before it even lands, soldiers in the background cheering and screaming as the Tarrasque lands head first in one of the launch silos, in one of the snooper-proof trooper chutes, and gets wedged in there. The torso falls over backwards. You hear a sickening snap as you have dispatched a Tarrasque. Little trouble in Big Carolina. Congratulations, you have absolutely rescued the city of Ember Spire.
Whoa!
Ooh, that 24 was clutch. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
With that, I will hand it back over to Jess, the Magnificent Human. Thank you so much for playing with me.
Absolutely incredible.
Thank
This
you.
is awesome.
My friends, I just want to start our outro by saying thank you so much for spending the evening with us while we went from super trooper pooper scooper to defeating a Tarrasque in a giant mega mech. That was pretty sick. Definitely appreciate everyone's donations at 18% of the goal. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will continue saying some more things, but first, let us tell the people who you are and where they can find you. Let's start with Nicole, the Lady of the Hour.
Thank you all so much. Again, huge thank you so much to not only the cast, to Jesse for planning this adventure, to Jess for hosting this, to all of you for being here, for watching, for donating. Thank you so much for the support. I greatly appreciate this. This is going to help me finally keep these appointments so that I can eventually make these surgery dates. I love this. I love you. Thank you so much. My name is Nicole, at all around the internet as Nicole Faye 1, formerly a trans tiefling. And yeah, thank you so much for being here.
And Popcorn
Oh,
2.
I'm gonna send it on over to Dare.
I felt it in my heart. Hi, everyone. I'm Dare, pronouns she, they, Faye, resident trans femme disaster, writer, and like 17 other things. You can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet at Dare to Dream RPG, DARE, the number 2, DREAM RPG, where I'm normally being a problem or shit posting. But also, I'm legally a professional, so hire me, I guess. I'm going to popcorn it over to Noir.
Hello. I felt that one. I felt it coming too. Hey, everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, Hive, the whole shebang. There's too many places. Um, you can find me every Monday over on Alt Haven. Every Friday over on Gen Con TV for Table Takes News. And you can find me at Gen Con. We're doing Morning Ritual Live. I'm also doing a panel on safety tools and world building, so check that out. Oh, and I am gonna popcorn it over to. Is it weird to do the GM? I'm not gonna. I'll do Zach.
Hello, I am Zach. You can find me. Sorry, Jesse. You can find me everywhere it matters at Zach the Drac, ZAKTHEDRAK. I do this over at Mayday Roleplay. I also draw a lot of things. So if you need things drawn, look out this summer. Maybe I don't know. And this was really great. I'm happy to be here. I will popcorn to Jesse.
Thank you, friend, and fuck you for that door. Oh, I just used our F word. Sorry, team. Uh,
It only took
um,
the whole episode.
Hey,
I did it.
we did it.
I gave it for you, buddy. So, hi everyone. I am Jesse Jurdek. Thank you so much for listening to this wacky adventure that I dreamt of, based off of just wanting to kind of sound like Big Trouble in Little China. I'm like, hey, do you guys mind playing small characters? And they're like, I guess. I'm like, cool, thank you. I need it for something really silly. And it was for that one moment where I said, you are Little Trouble in Big Carolina. You can find me at Jesse Jurdek on just all the things, YouTube and X, and the Instagrams and the Instacarts and the instant ramen noodles. Um, I am a TTRPG nerd. I do all the things, and I like to make things. I'm going to be a guy and plug. I have a charity coming out next month. We're raising money for Palestine, and it means a lot to me. And I worked really hard on it for like 6 months. So please check out and follow at Roll for Initiative on all the things. We are trying to right some wrongs in the best way we can. And I love you guys. I'm gonna popcorn it to Jess.
I felt that it was coming. I felt it, you
Yeah,
know.
you should have.
I would love for you to put the link for Initiative into the chat if you can while I am talking. That'd be super, super cool. I just want to again say thank you to everyone who watched, everyone who boosted the stream, everyone who rated in and donated. Thank you, Jesse, so much for DMing this. Thank you to our amazing cast for being here. This was such a fun game to participate in. We are going to be doing one last mutual aid stream to support Nicole tomorrow. It is going to be at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on both my YouTube and my Twitch. It is a game of Definitely Wizards, where we're definitely wizards and not frogs. You should join. It'll be a lot of fun. I also want to plug that in the month of June, there is going to be a TTRPGs for Palestine via Itch charity bundle that's going to be supporting medical aid for Palestinians. I'm really excited for that to launch. If you want more information, you can go to charitytrpgs.substack.com, which is my newsletter where I talk about all of the charity content that I do. With that being said, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hope to see y'all tomorrow. And that's it. Does anyone have a last quote to end us with? Scooper pooper.
Free Palestine.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Free Palestine is so much
Yeah,
better
there
than
we
what I
go.
was saying.
That
Yeah.
was, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
All day, every day.
absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Call your reps, donate if you can. Free Palestine. Go to Roll for Initiative. See y'all later.